Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ruthless Invitational Arena. We are going for 3 days back-to-back battle between 5 groups. And out of these groups, we are going to see who will be the strongest, who will be the greatest, and who will be the most ruthless of all in this fight. And we are going to bring you the hottest action from the caster desk. I am Neptune the Gemma Garcia. Together with me is the amazing, the wonderful Red Queen Gaming. How are you doing, Red Queen Gaming?
I am super excited. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Mr. Gentleman Gaming. Yes, I feel so hyped and so excited at how everything will unfold for this tournament. This is the Ruthless Invitational Arena 2022. We got the best of the best teams coming from South Asia and Southeast Asia that are definitely going to blow your mind. And of course, to add a little extra something on those chicken dinners, you got me, Red Queen, and the Gentleman Gaming to serve you nothing but pure PUBG action right here, right now.
Yeah, a lot of exciting battle will be happening right here. And for those of you who aren't here, just dropping by, we are going to show you the prize pool that we have in this game. It is a total prize pool of $2,000. The first place will be taking $1,000. The second place will be taking $500. The third place will be taking $300. And MVP will be taking $200. And this is a lot of moolah right here, Red Queen.
Yeah.
A lot of chance for these teams and winners to be able to use for their upgrades or anything that they might need to improve their gameplay.
That's for sure. That's for sure. I mean, even if I win just the MVP position, gentlemen, $200. That's like 10,000 in peso. I have a lot of money to buy something. That's if I win the MVP. But yes, let's head on to the team roster, Group A, gentlemen.
Yeah, we have Team 8 beat TMS Jan Maara and Stalwarts Esports. First group of this tournament we're in. We are going to see them play against all of these teams. And we have from Team 8-Bit, we have a lot of promise for these teams. But going in for Group B, Red Queen.
Yes, we got Aura Esports. We got Jaden, Mercy X, Aura 6, Aura Hands for You, Jake C. Forak, and Aura 1. You guys, your names are pretty mouthful on this one. But yeah, still continuing on to our Group B, we got Voin Esports as well into the mix. IHC Esports. Yes, that's Alex, Joel, IC, Godless, Sancher, and Demo. I hope that I read your names out right, guys. And then last for our team right here under Group E, we got Trained to Kill. So that's Jane, Legend, Suyog. I don't know how to read this way, but Sand. Okay, Frankie and Rig. That's a team coming from Nepal.
Yeah, from Group C right now, we have Skylights Gaming. This is a team that will be joined by DRS Gaming, Parang Legend, Alter Ego, Lingmax, or a lot of teams, a lot of familiar names right here. We have been talking about them in the background, and a lot of promise for these teams, a lot of achievements as well from these teams. So later on, as we move along, we're going to talk about their achievements as well, probably later within the game. But going into the Group D, Red Queen.
Yes, I feel like I'm gonna cast for the heavyweights division. You know what I mean, gentlemen? Because everyone is just like superb when it comes to playing this beautiful PUBG. But anyway, continuing on to our team roster, we got Group D, Dead Eyes Guys. All right, you don't want them to be setting their eyes on you because you're definitely gonna be out of the game. But let's see what's gonna happen for our game number 1. GPX Power Ranger. We got Bonafide Esports as well, and Team Genexus coming from Malaysia.
Yep, Genexus right here, guys. Bonafide, GPX Power Rangers, Dead Eyes Gaming, deadly in the name, deadly in the game. And we head over into the next group, and I think this is the last group that we'll have to complete our roster right here. And guys, for those of you who aren't here, supporters of the fans of this remaining last group, we have AI Esports, DG Esports, Dunya Game Esports, and Buriram United, as well as Genesis Esports. If you are fans of all the teams that we have shown so far from Group A to Group E, go ahead and cheer them on the comment section. I know you're watching. If you're not, then you're missing a lot, and hopefully you will be coming here as the game starts, because that will be in a bit, Redwin, and I'm really sure that a lot of excitement has been brought in, a lot of gameplays and tactics has been brought in by this game. And speaking of schedule, we are going to play on two maps, Erangel and Miramar, and as you can see at the bottom, these are the groupings that will be for each map. It will be rotated amongst all the groups, wherein everyone has a chance to battle each other, and I like to see who will be left out in here getting that winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, so sad we're gonna miss Sandhawk on this one, but hey, you got Erangel, right? We're gonna jump into this map not once, not twice, but 3 times for our day number 1. And you know how it is done for Miramar map. It's the biggest map that we have in the PUBG competitive scene, so it's all about the sniping players, and I'm interested to know just how good you guys are when it comes to playing the Miramar map.
Yeah, Miramar map is big map wherein it's open area, all sands, and there's a chance for you to be either spot anyone from the enemy or be spotted at the same time. But the first game will be happening on the OG map. This is Erangel right here, and I really love how it is. It's like for me, when looking at this map, looking at the games right here, it still brings me back to before casting, before shoutcasting. Like, I was playing competitively as well. That was before, so that's very long time, and this is my favorite now, because this is where I can kite out and spot enemies and use all the terrains as well as the compounds to be able to take them on the battle and surprise hit as well as the flank. We love the terrains. We love how the compounds are set up, wherein hot drops as well are in there, especially for the hot drops. For those of you with a lot of compounds, you have both ends of compounds wherein you can chase each other later on. But as we go in here comes the flight, and the escorts are there. We are going to start this game, and this is match number 1.
All right, guys. You better be prepared, because I know that these teams will probably be putting up a very good show for everyone. You know, we'll get to know them as soon as they land onto their favorite hot drops. Of course, we can see teams, or we expect some teams who will be dropping into the same location, and we'll probably look into that one right ahead. But as you can see, our flight path right now starting from the east side of Erangel going to the west. So that's from Milta Power down to the area of the hospital. Okay, and we can already see a couple of them already flying up to the northern side, and some of them dropping into the southern side. Gentlemen, do you think the teams are ready to go into battle head on?
Yeah, I think they're ready. I think they are born ready. They wake up today ready to go into this fight, and there's no question there. The question is, who will they be meeting in the drop spot? A lot of teams right now, we have seen some predictions in the drop spot right here, wherein a lot of teams might be expecting some visitors in this area. And as we can see, coming in from the revive flight, they are heading up north, especially on the left-hand side, going to Georgia Pool, also onto the hospital area. So there are a couple of teams right there who might be dropping, but they will be staying outside of the safe zone. So it will be a matter of time before they move in. The one thing that I like to see is who will be gatekeeping who later on once they move forward. So far, a lot of teams has already acquired their vehicles. They are moving closer and regrouping with their teams, and this is one thing that they need to work out. After getting the information as well as the loot that they need to go into the fight, they need to get those vehicles so that they have a little bit of mobility as well as a chance to distract some of the enemies right here. But looking at this is the team of VOI, and this is a team that we're going to see right now to battle it out. Boyne will be in here, and one member, it's Stensky right now, who is a little bit solo, and I think have spotted one of the enemy team from the other side.
Yes, you know what, gentlemen, with everything that you said just a while ago, I'm always interested to watch or to know the teams that, targets this hot drop locations because we love the action. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
makes the BR interesting to watch and very entertaining because it already gives us an idea, like a sneak peek at the team's gameplay or strategy. You'll know exactly what this teams are going to give us. You know what to expect. They're going to be aggressive in building their momentum at an early onset. So just like pretty much DRS right here, they are about to clash with Void, but so far there's a bit of a distance. Still, I think they are still getting those information, those intels, exactly where they are located because you don't want to go in blind. I mean, if you're going to push, you have to be sure just where they are located to gain that advantage, to gain that momentum. And of course, we are just in a few minutes inside the game, and we don't want anything to go wrong. That's of course coming from both of the teams.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one thing that you need to be sure is also to get information, and I think that is what the Void has done so far. They got information. The DRS is in this area. They also have a vehicle just in case they will be gunned down. They might be able to make their escape or probably use this as a cover. But here, Alva right now is going for flank on this side and flanking left on the high ground is a good start on this game. It's a 1-3 split right now for this team, and a good location as well as good information is being thrown from Alva to the rest of the team. Now, the thing is, we know that they have spotted an enemy on this area. DRS will be in this area, but no gunshot as well as no exact visibility just yet. Thus, they might be in there just moving around. But there you go. I think Moza is being spotted right now, and we have a team who will be eliminated. TSM as well will be taken down right now, and now we are left with 14 teams.
Yeah, rough start for TSM. They are the first one to be eliminated off game number 1. So Void, after taking in multiple locations, I thought they were going for multiple angles to take down DRS, but so far we've seen that, Void just decided to back up from the situation, and now we're going to put a pin on that one because right here in Yasnaya, we got SG. And this, guys, oh no. Rough start for them as well. They have managed to lose one member of their team already, and they're about to go up against a full squad, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, a 3v4 situation right now is not very good for this team. And as we can see, we have one more team being eliminated right now. And we have Alter Ego with Fnatic in here, just taking the loot from those death crates. And Fnatic, as well as the rest of the teams of Alter Ego, will be going in on this area and moving in on the other side. Now, as they flank in, move closer to the next safe zone that they were going to see, we're going to find out who will they be meeting. But I think they have some a little bit of information as well as some tactics already on how to approach this battle, and we'll have to find out how will they be going to approach because so far they are just on the edge, and they need to find out who will be or who is possibly going to gatekeep them. But so far we have not seen any other teams together with them, and I think because of the elimination, the other teams, those other teams who are staying in here, rotating this area, might have already left and might be waiting for them as they step into the safe zone.
Yes, I mean, still good thing for Alter Ego. They've managed to pull off the attack. I mean, even though they went into an altercation with another team, they've managed to acquire a total of 4 team kills. And right now, as you said, they are just playing right at the edge of the circle right there. I mean, they don't need to be aggressive, immediately. I mean, they just really have to do smart fights, don't overextend, and just try to, as much as possible, balance it out, the placement and the kill points for every tournament.
Yeah, and I love what they're doing right now. It's a 2-2 split from this team because information gameplay, as we mentioned, is key. Remember what we seen earlier against DRS as well as another team wherein the information has not been gotten, but they know there's a team there. They were shot in there. They were shot in there with no proper information as to where the enemies are coming from. Thus, they need to back out. So this is a good split for them, getting 2 ahead, waiting from the distance sense to get those information. I think they've heard the vehicle as well of yet another team. This is a different team that will they will be battling it out. I think this is a GPX right now on this side, and we'll see how will they be able to go for the approach. But looking at how Alter Ego has moved, they just run from far away from this area, getting a little bit of distance, and probably might spot them later on as with those snipes. But just in case they have information already as to where this team are, and they might be gatekeeping right now. And I think as we can see Alter Ego on the other side, they have taken high ground. But the positioning of GPX as well is in here on a 1-1-2 split. So not everyone is one area, just in case one will be spotted. And I think that is for the case of Matoy. He has been spotted. The rest of the teams not yet, and they have a chance to go in for the surprise flank as well as for the hit against Alter Ego.
Yeah, so it's a mid-range fight so far, but no hard push coming yet from any of the teams. Actually, you need to be able to show, versatility in every situation, learn to adapt to changes, and of course, not give in to any pressure. I mean, Battle Royale is anybody's game. You can find yourselves, at the top, then instantly just drop at the bottom of the leaderboard with just one performance. Like what happened to SG right now, they are already at a disadvantage, losing two members of their team. So I don't know how they're going to do. I hope they make it at the, later stages of this game. But, two of the teams already went out. Those are 8-bit and TSM. So, of course, it's going to be very interesting because we still got, 13 teams right now competing to get that first winner chicken dinner. And right now we are going back to Yasnaya to just, look at the situation right now. Team SG, again, Nima and Gunda right here. Mafia Gunda, both been sent back to the lobby, gentlemen.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how much more these teams of SGs going in for the fight. So far, I think they might not be going in for any engagement. Probably going in for the placement, making sure that they will be in there available on the final moment, wherein everyone might be shooting everyone else down. And it's a good move from Mr. Borer right now, getting vehicle but far away from his teammate. So we'll have to see how will this rotation go, because Ange in there with those snipe might be looking for any enemies to spot them, and they might be also taking the edge of the safe zone. So the information gameplay for the site from the sniper, as well as close information from that vehicle game, from the buggy that has been taken by Mr. Boro. So both information gameplay right now is being done because they just need to survive later on. They don't want to be gunned down by a full squad of enemy compared
Right,
from what
yes.
we're seeing right now against STE as well as Voin.
Yes, I mean, you don't want to start your game like that unless you really need it, right? I mean, the best way to fight is always go in prepared. That means getting all the good loots, completing your attachments, better guns, higher advantage. Of course, you still need those natural skills and talents to make it out alive in here. But, I think that the teams are really being careful with every step that they take inside our game number one. I mean, pretty much they already know that they are being surrounded by a couple of squads, but they seem to not want to engage just yet. Maybe waiting for the next zone shifts, until the circle gets really small. It really shrinks to a size where everything is already crowded. That's the time we're going to see some action that we have been waiting for.
And speaking of action, I think we've seen a few action in there on the kill feed. Some of the teams are already fighting it on, and we'll have to find out later bit once we move to that scene who are them. And as we can see, it's a Jakesy in there who has been taken down, and it is a battle just on south of school right here. Sight right now in here from Farang is the only one. No, there's two of them, but one will have low on the HP, so they need to go in for the pickup as well as a cover right now. So Sight is just deploying all of those distractions for them to be able to go for the pickup, as well as a vehicle gameplay right now coming in from a different team, just as well to hit one and to make sure that they will be able to make that good play. Team of Fire right now, they were able to go in for a pickup, and also takedown has been done as well, but they have to flag, they have to rush, and there goes what a hit in there from the side, and we'll have to see. have 2 down once again for the team of Farang, and they need to go in to make this to a point that they will not be letting go of these teammates. So far, one thing that
Yes.
they don't want to happen is they lose one of their teammates, because with the 13 teams still alive, it will be a very difficult decision for them to
Yes,
make, to
yes.
go just for the placement and not to be engaging.
Yes, of course, but Farang don't want to lose that momentum right now. They managed to eliminate 3 players coming from Aura. So, I mean, Hands for You needs to survive this. He needs to find maybe, like a perfect place where he can chill for a while, not engage, not move a muscle, not make his location appear in every in the map. So that's the best thing that he can do right now. But yes, jumping into BF right now, we got 2 of them. That's on their knees while trying to go up against another team who's actually that has a higher ground elevation.
Yeah. I mean, it is a good position right now for the teams right here to be able to get a higher position on this map. And so far, JM is in here being gunned down, but we'll have to find out how BF will be Bonafide will be able to go in for the pickup. So far, it is Dukup right now who will be picked up or needs to be picked up because of the HP that is being lost right now, as well as another member. So if this is successful, they can just heal as well as regroup and then go in for the battle. But I think a different team might be battling it on as well as we go in onto the other side. And this is not
No,
looking
no,
good for this team.
no.
They have been pinched, they have been squeezed, and there's no going out in here because only a few remain.
Yes, Gian Matt is taking advantage of the fact that 2 of the players from that team is just in one location, and that's right behind that rock over them. Just in front of them. Now, what you want to avoid when you guys are playing in a tournament is to just stay in one spot, because all it takes is just one molly or nade to wipe you guys out, and that's exactly what Gian Mara did.
Yeah, Mara right now going in for that pinch. The pressure is on, but one has been damaged on the other side. Gunner in there will be shot and will be picked up, or later on needs to be picked up. No fear right now, no fear in going in for the rush. We'll try to vegan gameplay, jumping into smoke, and here we go. Bonafide right now is still alive and kicking, but they will not be engaging that real quick, because so far with this team of GM Jan Amara, they have a good position as well as a good control of this area. The splits right now for this team is a 1-1-2 split, wherein 2 is heading in the other side.
Oh,
and
no.
there you have it. The final member of Bonafide has been taken out, but I think it's not the end of this battle, because Novi right now will be gunning down some of the members of GPX, not yet spotted, but getting in the information for the rest of the team. We have one in here on the left-hand side that needs to be shot down. But we'll see. We'll see how will they be able to go in for the approach right now, as well as for this run, because but vehicle gameplay for this team of Gianmara, they still have the advantage because they can rush in quickly as well as push hard onto this enemy.
Yes, Genmara is just actually taking advantage of the chaotic situation. I mean, they don't want to go in and really, have a solid engagement with another team. It's just that they're keeping their distance, trying to take down opponents from long range. They got Farang, I think, over there. They're trying to do a massive spray down over to these teams. They've managed to take down Olio from that clean spray. But Farang, this is one of the I can say formidable teams that we have in this tournament right now. They are going for a push with another team, and that's GP. Ooh, Siapa knocked down. 2 of them already knocked down. We only have 2 players left for our Farang, or just one. Olio, that's Olio.
Yeah, Olio right now going for the rush, and there goes. Oh, unfortunately, Rosemary in there with that hit, a surprise hit, just when they thought that they might be able to go in for that kill as well as for the pickup. Farang has been taken down, and domination right there coming from Rosemary. But looking back into the team of Gianmara, they will need to go in for they need to go in for the rush against Snipe YT, because Snipe YT has been taken down. 3 of their members are still alive, but looking at Gianmarang right here, they have a good position to be able to go in for those hits. And there you have it. The pickup has been done. The pickup as well onto this vehicle, and they need to retreat. They need to go in onto the the other side to be able to regroup with a
Mm.
teammate as well to get a good position, a better position in this next safe zone. 11 teams still alive, 33 soldiers fighting. We'll have to see who will survive.
Yeah, so we got JM right here, and they got their sights on some of the T2K members. But so far, there you go. I think there has been a trade of shots happening. We got JM right here inside this squad house, waiting for T2K to actually push in. Or like maybe, they are already in a defensive position. They're just waiting for T2K to actually crash that squad house right there, and let's see what's going to happen. But so far, we are already at the fourth phase of the circle, and pretty much the circle is already getting a little crowded, so there's no choice for these teams but to actually engage with one another.
Yeah, I mean, and this is why it's very difficult to go in the game because the moment that the safe zone closes, especially now that we are on the fourth zone or fourth phase, a lot of teams will be meeting up, and the difficult part of this is you might not know who to target first. One will be on the left, and one will be on the right, and then one in front and center as well. GPX in there going in for the kill against Alter Ego. Potato has been taken down, and on the other side, one team was able to go in for the knockdown as well. Stalwart Esports, one of their members, Action, has been taken down, but the pickup is being done by Scry, and they need to move the moment that they go in for that revive. Otherwise, they might be gunned down or rush in here. Now, Stalwart, good position right now, getting information as to where the other teams are, as well as they need to move and regroup as well. We have mentioned how these teams are being gunned down, especially when you're solo in a specific moment, and Sus in here from Janmara has spotted one of these members of Stalwart Esports, but kills after kills is happening as we go into this fight.
Yes, a lot of them already dropping into their knees, gentlemen, and I can see that Gianmara right here still outside of our safe zone, but they are getting fired at by T2K. DRS still 4 men strong, and right now they have their sights onto Voin Esports, but so far not making any engagements just yet. DRS just on point with that spray down. Okay, I think they've managed to take down one player, or at least give enough damage, for them to be a little distracted, for them to take, DRS right here spraying from the back, the attention that they want.
Yeah, well, Voin right now is going in for regroup. Vehicles right now, left and right, is already parked, and I think they are ready to go just in case the IGL will be able to give that signal. And this is a good move as well for this Voin Esports, because they have a vehicle onto their side. They will be able to move away from the battle, but the one thing for sure is they will be gunned down as they move in towards the safe zone. A lot of teams are already battling it in on this side, but we still see Stalwart Esports right now still alive and kicking. Top in there, taking down Rosemary, and we've seen Rosemary with getting a lot of kills and being taken down right now. GPX Esports will be out of the game.
Man, oh man, this is already a tough situation for most of the teams. I mean, everything is out there in the open. Of course, everyone is trying to fight for a spot. We got DRS dropping once again. T2K Jane with that M416 in the ×4 scope, doing a rapid spray down against 2 of the members of DRS over there at the hill. So it's a bit long range, gentlemen. So that's an impressive control of recoil.
I mean, one thing that they need to put in as well, the pressure that they can put out on a long distance. So far, Jane was able to avoid any gunshot as well as bring in a little bit of gunfight from the other team. But we have Stalwart in here, Action going in, putting a little bit of pressure against the point, and they have been spotted so many times they're already in here, and Action in there going in for the takedown against one of the members of Void, and we'll have to see how Stalwart Esports will be able to locate everyone, give out that information, as well as gun them down, because so far Pika has stayed in this hangar for so long, and all he is doing is just reporting it to their teammates.
I mean, SDE, they have the best advantage so far. They are pretty much in the middle, just waiting for those teams to actually get inside. They have the freedom to choose who to take out of the game. Right now, they are in a very close proximity with the DRS as well. There you go. Genexus has just been eliminated down to just 6 teams right inside our game number 1. We still have 14 players competing to get that first chicken. Voin Esports as well been eliminated out of the game. Guys, we are down to our final 6 teams for our game number 1.
Yeah, final 6 teams right here, and in a few seconds, the safe zone will be closing in. It will be a very difficult position for the other teams who are on the outside, because so far a lot of engagement has already happened, and they have shown their location. And once they go in for rushing into the safe zone, they will be gunned down. Good position by Sandesh right here, as he is just waiting in or outside of the smoke against Janmara. And so far, as we look on the right-hand side, they have already taken 9 elimination in this team. And just in case T2K will be able to gun down 1 or 2 in here, it is a good push for them, as well as good momentum for them to be able to claim in out. What we'll have to find out, Sandesh might have a plan in here, especially with that ghillie suit, to be able to eliminate the whole squad, especially as safe zone closes. A lot of distractions will be happening from side to side.
Yes, T2K just down to their last player, but what he did right there, he actually surrounded himself with a lot of crashed or exploded vehicles to be his cover, and he's absolutely doing a perfect job trying to gatekeep Gianmara, but unfortunately it's just too much just too much firepower for her. So for him, so he's been eliminated out of the game. Guys, we are already looking at JM against Gianmara with amazing kill points. And now we got DRS right here standing behind this haystack trying to go up against Team SG. All right, guys. I think, all bullets are already coming in from every direction. I mean, you don't want to go out there, expose yourselves, and be taken out of the game. You need to be smart with every move that you do at this point.
Yeah, and speaking of smart, remember when we saw when we saw the 2 members in there of SG, Mr. Bora as well as Ange in there from the earlier battle. They were able to survive despite of how many engagement are surrounding them, and that is a smart move from them. But we'll have to see how Aura will be able to move in as well and to get this a good placement. The airdrop is in there as a good distraction for this team, and the prone gameplay coming in for Hans For You might be able to give him a few more kills in this game. He might be able to fight out.
Right, yeah.
In there, but Gunner on the side, I'm pretty sure he also have his sights on anyone who might be sneaking in from their side as well. So far, we have 4 teams remaining right now, and the most that we have for the numbers game is Stalwarts Esports, and we'll have to see how well will they be able to maintain this momentum, because so far the position that they have is so premier, is so pristine that they have not lost any of their members.
Yeah, that's a very outstanding performance coming from SDE from the get-go. They have been, smart with everything that they did inside the tournament, but Hands For You just became a Slytherin snake right here in Erangel, just waiting for SG and SDE to battle it out before he joins into the mix. I mean, he just have to pray that he will not be spotted, right ahead to at least, make a move against the SDE, but SDE is still busy, dealing with our SG. We got 2 of them playing for this team. Hansy's just waiting for that right opening knock or right opportunity to take them out.
Janmara has been taken out right now in this mode of gameplay of Stalwarts Esports going against SG, and we wanted to take it out before Skylights Gaming. No, and they have been eliminated. Still, they are not seeing Hands For You. It's a 1v4 situation, and Hands For You is still nowhere to be seen. Oh no, there you go. Action in there, has seen one, and the gunshots on him. No chance for him to survive. Just in case he did not move an inch, he might be able to live and probably take down 1 or 2 of the enemies, but this is not a gameplay. It's a 1v4 situation right now, and Stalwart has the advantage. Grenades are being thrown, and we'll have to see who will be able to gun down Hands For You. The flank of top right now, here at the bottom, and 2 members in here on the sides.
There you go.
And there we have it, the first winner of this game. Winner, chicken dinner, Stalwart Esports from Mongolia.
Oh my goodness, gentlemen. It's on fire, guys, serving you the hottest winner chicken dinners right from game number 1. That was a very, very amazing, performance coming from Stalwart Esports. From the get-go, they have been consistent, getting those kill points, getting those placement points. And right now, when we reach the end zone, they've just exploded. I mean, they're not gonna let it go. They have their 4 members still intact. They went up against a lot of teams inside that very small circle, but still kudos. Great performance coming from Hands for You. I mean, he just stayed there, very patient, waited for, a big opportunity to at least knock out or gain some more extra kill points for his teams. And still, landing for second, that's a very good performance, even if you're just the last player for your team.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars Esports, what I can say about this team is how good their positioning is. They are not going in for the early engagement as well as a close battle engagement wherein there's a risk that they will be taken down. They kept their distance, get good position where they have a good cover, as well as went slowly but surely towards the end of the fight. But I would still say hands for you, and I mean hands down for you.
Oh, yes.
You being able to survive that, like I think he has been in that area with 5 teams still fighting, and being to slither your way slowly into that next safe zone, as well as fight against 2 of the 4 members of Stalwart Esports. I mean, oh my God, I don't know what like how Hands for You was able to keep composed in this game, but so far that was still awesome for this team of our esports. But as we go in on to this game, we've seen how Farang went in for the early engagement, and this is the moment that started for the side of Janmara. This is where they were able to capitalize on positioning as well as the information that they got for the other teams to get most of the kills that they have before jumping into the next phase and being taken down.
Yes, Gianmara actually one of the teams that not afraid to engage with anyone. I thought they're gonna start the game a little passive, but the time that I saw them trying to engage with another team, I think from there they've already managed to acquire a lot of kill points from that engagement with Farang.
Yeah. And as you look later in a bit, we're going to see the positioning that we've seen from Stalwart Esports, wherein they just stayed into that area. Oh no, this is past that. This is the final moments where we have 4 teams and action right here. As you can see, he's out in open as well as Pika, but their positioning right now is all spread out, not just to make sure that they will not be hit all at the same time. And this is the final moments wherein Hands for You was still fighting it off regardless of situation, 1v4, and still headstrong and standing strong in there going for the battle. I mean, yes, we have Stalwart Esports who got the first WWCD winner chicken dinner, but still, Aura Esports have my salute at that moment.
Yeah, if I was the last remaining player for my team, I wouldn't know what to do anymore. I mean, imagine going up against a squad, and I don't even know where they are exactly. I mean, the pressure that he must felt during the game was superb, and he was still he managed to still engage with Stalwart Esports, managed to take down at least 2 of them. I saw Stalwart Esports getting down on their knees, so yeah, it was a very good performance.
And there we have it, guys, as we've seen the first match winner. We have Pika, top scry in action in here. No elimination from Pika because we've seen how well Pika was able to get all those information as well as relay them for the rest of the teams. Top in there has been on top of everything, putting in onto the play that has been relayed by Pika. Scry in there with elimination in action, ready to spring into action. And I think Action is the one in here going in outside of that compound and getting all those kills and then just getting back in later as they move into the game. But those who have the highest skill, we have pointed out, and it has been shown earlier as well, that Rosemary from GPX is one of the member who was able to get 5 elimination, and this is the highest that we have compared to top, like I think Top was able to get this towards the end, but Rosemary, before being gunned down and being taken down, they have the first or the highest elimination at that point.
Yes, so looking at the match ranking, again, we got Stalwart Esports with an amazing 27 points, followed by Gianmaro with 18 points, Aura with 16, SG with 11, and of course DRS coming in at 5 with 10 points.
Yep, on the right-hand side, we have GPX in there with a total of 7 points. T2K in there with a total of 6 points, tied with the Faring Legends with 6 points as well. Alter Ego with 5. We have Boyne Esports in there with 4, same as IHC. GNX will have 3, and unfortunately we have Bonafide, Team 8-Bit, as well as TSM not getting any point for this match. And this is just the first match, Red Queen. A lot of chances for them to be able to catch up on the points, but how will that go? Because so far, as we look in here of the placement as well as the placement that we have in here for Stalwart Esports, it's a lot to catch up on.
Right.
7 points right now coming from Stalwart Esports, and then the one next to them also has a lot to cover to be able to catch up against those number 1.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited if Stalwart Esports can do a back-to-back winner-winner chicken dinner. I mean, we are just at game number 1. Of course, those who found themselves at the bottom of the leaderboards will definitely try to catch up, make up for those lost points. So I am expecting that some of them will be very aggressive for our game number 2.
Yeah, well, we'll have to find out, because so far aggressiveness worked, but you might be able to get a lot of kills, but not on the placement. I think that has been seen right now for the side of Janmana. They have a lot of kills, they have a lot of elimination, but the placement not too much compared to Stalwart Esports. And this is what we often call as the golden ratio of the LMs or of the as well as the placement point. You need to get a good golden ratio to be able to move apart from those other teams and then move up faster onto the leaderboard.
Yes, it's not always easy to find that perfect balance, in getting those placement points and kill points. But one thing is for sure, you have to play this game not passively. Okay, you need those kill points. You need those kill points in order for you guys to maintain your position at the top ranks. Because I've seen a lot of teams, even without chicken dinners, they still manage to be included in the top 5 at least. Compared to those teams that won chicken dinners but not so active when it comes to getting those kill points, can still be part of the second page for our leaderboard. So yeah, just play it nice, guys.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see a lot more engagement on this fight. That was just round number 1 right now, and so far a lot more will be shown to us as we move on to this game. And I think we are about to go in for our schedule right now, and as we can see, we have map number 1 already completed. The chicken is already served by the team Stalwart Esports. The question is, who will be cooking this chicken later on Miramar? Because one team will be dropping out, or one group will be dropping out, and that is Group D, and then one group will be jumping in, Group E. So this is the rotation that will be done, that has been done by our production, and thank you very much for this rotation, because this gives a lot of chances for the other teams, as well as for those who will be resting after round number 1, to think about anything that they need to do as well. Mistakes or probably good things for them to be able to do onto this game.
Yes, and it's nice to have some alterations when it comes to your gameplay. I mean, one thing you want to avoid when you guys are playing in a tournament is to be predictable. So, it's nice to have, like an alternate plan when you guys are playing, because, well, if other teams have done their homeworks, they've already studied all of your moves, your rotations, so might as well be smart and be prepared for that one too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the teams has already prepared a list of plans, like from plan A to plan Z. I don't know how many plans they have in there for the team, but these are pros. These are competitive teams. They won't be caught off guard with only one plan in hand. They will be in there changing. Dynamics of the Battle Royale really goes into play right now with the gameplay as well as the strategy by this team. So, well, one thing, speaking of strategy, moving in for a different map, this is different strategy overall because like we started off this game talking about Miramar and how the huge map as well as I think this is a nest of the snipers that we are going to see,
Right, yes.
and how much firepower can they put into play as well as the information that they can get out of the distance that they can look towards that desert.
Right. Well, we're going to talk more about Miramar because that's going to be where our second battle will begin. But we're going to take a short break, ladies and gents. Don't go away and continue to share our live stream to our community and your friends. and welcome back. Check it out right now. It's time for the Ruthless Invitational Arena. Again, we got 20 amazing teams about to compete for the ultimate glory. That is, of course, to win this championship. We got all the teams ready to put up a show again for our game number 2. And if you just tune in late, we got STE again getting the first winner chicken dinner. Joining me, none other than the Gentleman Gaming.
Yep. And we are back right now to see who will be taking this, who will be taking the next winner chicken dinner in this next map. I mean, we will be changing maps right now. We will be stepping into the deserts of Miramar, and we talked about this already. How the deserts, how the heat of this battle will be the nest of the snipers, and we like to see who will be those hawk eyes right there, who will be able to shoot as well as to see enemies from afar. And I love to see more of Stalwart Esports because so far positioning as well as information gameplay has been done significantly well in the first match. How will they be able to do this in the second match? We'll have to see as we move forward.
Well, if you're going to ask me, gentlemen, I don't like playing in Miramar because number one, I don't know how to snipe. Yeah, I mean, I can do a little, but not so much. I'm more of a CQC player, so I'd appreciate, playing in Sandhawk and Erangel. But Miramar, it is just so big for me. Although, there's a lot of time to actually just stay in one place, wait for the zone to actually get small before I decide to engage in a fight. But this map is so open that I feel like there's really not much to get cover from. It's like I will be so paranoid because I have to take in, I can no longer dodge those bullets coming in from every direction, and I just have to feel the safety, or the refuge just hiding, behind ridges, or just you have to be familiar with this map's terrain in order for you guys to survive Miramar, which is absolutely very difficult, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how these teams are able to do that. A lot of practice as well as understanding of the map, as Red Queen has mentioned. Wherein you will need to find a good spot for you to be able to nest yourself with that sniper, and then later on move in towards the next safe zone. But the thing is, with those terrains, with those ledges, with those hills in there, it's very difficult to time it to where no one might be able to spot you. So this is more of IQ gameplays that will be put into play, how much information they will get. So I think a 2-2 split will be done by most of the teams, especially the vehicle gameplay will come into play. We've seen that used on Erangel earlier because of those coming in from outside the safe zone. But this time, because of the how huge the map is, the vehicle gameplay will be utilized earlier on. Once you get your good spot on the high ground, you can also use one as a cover later on. But the con of that is you will be spotted from a distance because of the vehicle that you have in there, sitting on top of a hill or probably near a compound that you've already taken place. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see the rotations as well as the tactic by this team as we jump in onto this map later on. But so far, excited to see Miramar. I know you don't like it if you're playing, but hopefully you like it as a shoutcaster because a lot of engagement will be happening. And I'm also expecting that it will be a little bit slower as a gameplay. I mean, those who have been passive so far in the game will take it a little bit more slower, and then there will be a lot of chances for us to talk.
Yes, and when it comes to Miramar, I feel like this map has a very limited, percentage of loots. Buildings are the only source of refuge most of the time. So yes, if you want to avoid the shootouts for most part of the game, you just have to stay inside it. And I do agree that you guys need vehicles in order to roam around Miramar, because even if it's, maybe already at the 5th zone, it can get you to travel at least 1,000 kilometers. So far, it's very hard, to survive Miramar without any vehicles. And that's right, if things gets a little I don't know how to call this one, gets a little small, I mean, you can use the vehicles for your cover, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the next best thing that you can do to survive all those bullets coming in from every direction.
Yeah, and also I love how the production has already given us a drop prediction, so we have an idea as
Mm.
to where these teams will be dropping. And I'm curious as to where these teams like Bonified, as well as Janmara and Genesis Esports, if they will be dropping in Cruz del Valle, because this is one of a also a good position for them to drop, not only because of the location itself, but also the surrounding areas. You can see from the
Mm-hmm.
north, we have Torre Ahumada in there, as well as Tierra Bronca on the far right hand side. So just in case they want to disengage, they can move up to
Mm-hmm.
those areas and then flank in on the other side using those terrain or those hills and mountains as cover as they flank in towards the water treatment or probably far onto La Cobraria. So we'll have to find out if they'll be able to reach that, because looking at our flight path right now from Puerto Paraiso until Monte Nuevo, it's a little bit south of this Miramar map.
Yeah, so it's a bit in the bottom. So there's a lot of space actually up north. So we can already see the teams preparing to target their hot drops area or their locations. Maybe those will be dropping a little far northern side of Miramar. Probably will not be engaging as much, but I can already see like
Oh.
3 squads, 4 squads dropping into Los Leones. So this is the, I guess, the first battle scene that we're gonna cover in just a while. We are waiting for other teams to land on their designated airs, but we got one already. We got 8-beat chose to drop in Puerto Paraiso, and you can already see that the circle, our first circle, is pretty much in the middle, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's pretty much in the middle. It's right where everyone is, and I think it's that one team. This is a one team 8-beat. Team 8-bit is the only
Mm.
one from the outside. But looking into Martin right now, I think a gunfight is happening between Dunya Games as well as DRS, and the Killer Whitey has been taken down. GNT has been taken down as Rolls OG. So we'll have to find out. Oh, DRS has been eliminated that quickly into the game, and well, GGWP for DRS. We have a DG right now who was able to get Fly Void, who was able to get the first blood. And in this area, as you mentioned, a lot of teams have already stepped in to this game. There's a lot of compounds that we can see in this area, and A1 will be able to take this area onto the west, as well as they are a little bit spread out because they have a little
Mhm.
bit distance from Farang, so they have plenty of time right now, as well as plenty of cover to be able to get away
Oh, oh,
compared
oh,
to what we're
oh,
seeing from Aura, as well as Stalwart
oh.
Esports. And this is what I'm talking about. Stalwart Esports will not be caught dead with one player in there. They will rush together. They will move in together. And just in case they will be stuck, they will be splitting up, but later they will be jumping together. Our right now,
Right.
2 down already for this team. Still have 2 for them. Hands for You is still in there, as well as No Mercy. So hopefully this will be a little bit more of the similar approach that we've seen from Hands for You. But hopefully
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
Mercy will be able to give out a little bit of fight, as well as probably take out Stalwart Esports right here. Oh, No Mercy in there going for his
Ooh.
action. And Hands for You by Pika. And there goes the hit. And this is the split that I'm talking about. The high IQ gameplay, as well as a good split from this team, knowing that they will not expect shots from both sides.
Yes, No Mercy. Showing No Mercy indeed. Just climbed up on that higher elevation right there to gain a little advantage against Stalwart Esports. He managed to take down 2 of the players from Stalwarts. Those players were actually trying to cross, from the other side of the road. But here comes Hands for You again to support that spray down, trying to seal the deal. And I think he is about to close this chapter for STE, as they are now trying to eliminate them completely out of game number 1. No Mercy providing the mid-man role, trying to feed Hands for You the information that he needs to set himself up and go up against the last remaining player for our STE.
It's a good start for our esports right here because earlier two of their members has been taken down. Hands for Ru right now is not only passive in this gameplay compared to the first fight, but
Mm-hmm.
he is a little bit aggressive because he has some backup right there. But we'll have to see how will this go in onto this fight later on as it continues. And oh no, Scry has been taken down already. So I think it's only top who will be left for Stalwart
Mm-hmm.
Esports. We'll have to see on the 1v2 situation later on. The battle continues on the side on Farang.
Mm.
One member of Farang has been taken down, but the four members of Voin is still alive and kicking. It's a 3v4 situation between these two teams.
Yeah, but we're talking about Farang here. Even though if they start their game with just three members, I think they could pretty much clutch this one. Right now, we got Siapa on top of Voin. Voin all together in just one space. Of course, we got Farang right here on multiple angles. They can actually take out a couple of players from Voin Esports if they expose themselves. Like one player right here, Olia, with a knockdown using that mini 14, gentlemen.
Yeah, Tensky has been taken down already, and Olio right now is all the Oxen free cannot find me, and we'll have to see how Repo Boy will be able to reposition himself in this game as he has a high ground. So good position indeed for Repo Boy in here, and we'll see how well the rest of the teams will be able to regroup. So far, we have one Scythe down in here, and they were able to pin down Voin Esports just in case they will be able to show their shadow in this game. They will be shot down and spotted right now because it's a split of two of Voin Esports. Farang has already have them on their sides, and it's a good flank from Olio getting more information from behind. So it's two from above, one from behind, and I think Voin Esports doing a smart move to move away, but not so smart is to leave.
Yes, they're trying to flush them out of this area. We got Maze right here going up against that broken wall over there, trying to hide himself. I hope that he gets he doesn't get spotted. But Repo Boy again having the best visual so far against Voin right here. I don't know how Voin's gonna escape their fate right here against Farang.
Yeah, I mean, Farang has already their sights on them. It's just a matter of time. The only thing that they can do is use a vehicle to be able to get away from this area. One of their members for the side of Voin was able to flank and might be going for the backstab later on. That is one reason why Jagawan Siapa is in here, is moving in on this side because as that one member rotates behind Farang, they might be backstabbed and then they will lose the momentum, letting the rest of Voin Voin to be able to get away. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see. TSM on the other hand, taking down Rancho in there from DG, and we'll have to find out who will be surviving that fight. But as the battle continues, we have Alba in there with a good distraction gameplay. There's a good distraction gameplay in here, and this is what we talk about. The distraction by Alba in there might be able to let their teammates live, but because they have been spotted already, they will be let go that easily.
Yeah, that was still, a difficult situation for Voin Esports. I mean, Farang Legend not letting go of that one. You know, they have their sights on them, out for blood. I mean, they're not going to let go of those extra kill points. Of course, they already have the confidence since they were able to take down two of their players. But right now, we are looking at VG right here doing a spray down up top, which is actually a difficult one because we got TSM, okay, at the top of this hill right here. OG Flyboy doing a rotation, trying to go another angle to take down players coming from our TSM. And there you go, Flyboy again with a rapid spray down, but not enough to take anyone out of the game.
Yep, Shrine Outs will be in there, was able to secure that momentum on the other side, as well as one or more members. The pickup is being done against Ubi, and this is a 3v3 situation. Now, going back in the fight, here comes the battle continues as Farah goes in for this fight, and two of their members has been taken down. I think they have gone a little bit aggressive in this area, and that is why we have Jagoan right now being stuck in between two of the members. Trying to get away right now is one of the boys. Will be able to jump, and Maze will be in here just waiting to be picked up. The 1v2 is a squad wipe right now, being for Farah to stay alive.
Yes.
This is a good play in here by Jagon Siapa and a complete domination of Dempsey.
That was a good save indeed from Siava. I mean, I think they jumped the gun in there, even though they already have the advantage. I don't know what happened. I mean, Voin Esports, I just saw them, you know, 3 of their members already on their knees, and Farah was in big trouble, but Siapa was able to save the day so they can live to fight, you know, live to fight another day.
Yeah, to fight another day, and that is what they're going to do as we look in onto the next safe zone. And this is surprising, Red Queen, because we talked about how big this map is, but a lot of engagement has been happening, and that is why we are also seeing a lot of standoffs, like Mexican standoff in this fight, waiting for one of the other team to make their move, as well as the other to be able to get away. Oh no, that was a good shot in there, good hit with that nade, good enough that they will be able to survive, but we'll have to see how this battle continue. But going in back to my point, so a huge map wherein a lot of teams might be dropping in on the same compound, giving them a lot of time, plenty of time to be able to go in on a team versus team on, like, I think that was 2 minutes in there before they have been gunned down. Shields right now is in here, who was able to go in for a knockdown and the elimination of tryouts right now. So the battle of DG as well as TSM is not yet over. And this is what we're talking about. They have spent a couple of minutes already in this fight, and it's still not over for them.
Yes, yes. But, I mean, losing 2 of their members, Flyboy, we've seen him, you know, being aggressive during the gameplay, and right now, what's going to happen for our DG now that they've lost 2 of their members? Of course, there's going to be, you know, always a challenge. I mean, just 2 of the members trying to go up against a squad, the percentage of you surviving that type of a situation is actually very low, assuming that everyone knows how to point their gun and shoot, right? But it's going to be, you know, a wonderful surprise if they were able to clutch this one and still manage to be included at least at the top 5 for this game. We got 8-Beat right here crashing into this area where G and Marang is staying at the moment. One of them, I think, is already knocked down. We got Beast right here checking out the situation. We got 3 of G and Marang right there on top of that hill. I don't know why their one member is actually a bit, you know, separated from them.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned how the 1-3 split works, but this time having a huge map as well as the distance. You can see the distance of that one member from JM and their compared to the other members of the team. It's very, very long, but we'll have to see that later on because Ubi will be taken down right now by Trust Me. And well, trust me, I won't be trusting you because you will be backstabbing me as what you did with Ubi right now. But Novia right now is in here going in and for that peak, seeing Gunner on the other side, but one only has been spotted for the team of 8-Bit. And it is 8-Bit Beast right here who might be able to finish Gunner right off and has already been relayed that information. They know Beast is in there. The other 2 not yet spotted. No information just yet. Well, apart from us who can see them from afar, but for the teams of Janmara, they have no information. On the other side, DJ Esports has been eliminated. So I think this is Sniper YT trying to get that information, probably a revenge hit against those members, and the rest of the teams is also moving in. No, they're moving out. So their member has been taken down. They need to relocate. They don't want to be put in a pinch and gunned down later on.
Right, so I think we got a T2K. I think he's firing down at least one of the members of their opponent's team going to get that red crate. Sand says no. Go back and try to cover yourself up, or else I will try to eliminate you out of the game. But so far, no engagement, yet no hard push coming from any of the teams. We are down to just 10, and we still got 35 players remaining inside our game number 2 right here in Miramar. But I think most of them are already flocking just up north, Pecado area. I think there are at least 4 squads that are in the same area.
Yeah, I mean it's a good, it's a smart move for them if they will be moving towards Picado, because moving into Power Grid as well as Graveyard, or probably not Graveyard, but San Martin, as they move further up, if it's still within the safe zone, there's a lot of cover that they can get. They will not be stuck in the similar position that T2K is right now, out in the open. Sandesh is in here,
Mm-hmm.
has spotted one of GE, and I think it's a good bait as well using that airdrop. But unfortunate for them, they
Mm-hmm.
weren't able to go in for the takedown just yet. And with the gunshots that has been made by this team, they might be flanked later on. Going in, Alter Ego is in here, 0 kills to their name. They have been a little bit passive in this battle, but I think they might be able to find out S1. But on the other side, we have SG right now. Mr. Bro is able to go in for the takedown, and T2K still going in for the shots and not spotting any from the team of GE. So they'll need to be a little bit smarter. Genesis
Mm-hmm.
Esports was able to rotate already in this game.
I mean, almost all of the teams has their all their four members still intact, except for Farang, JM, Aura, and 8-Beat. So we're gonna look at Team SG right here, and now we got Ash dropping in a couple of smokes to block the opponent's visual. We got Fia Gunda right here trying to spot out members coming from 8-Beat. I think he's feeding the information back to his teammates, which is the best way to go about this one, trying to go up against 8-Bit. But that was a wonderful, accurate nade right there. That's a Kobe tribute right there, gentlemen.
Oh! But the thing is, with the smoke in there, as well as the position of this two members, it,
Mm-hmm.
it's in the corner wherein a grenade might be able to hit them. So that is still to advantage of 8-Bit. But the thing is, Mafia Gunda in here also failing to be able to relay or probably put a little bit pressure for this team of 8-Bit. But this time,
Mm-hmm.
Ultron was taken down by Mafia Gunda, and it's only Beast right now who will survive.
Whoa,
And a grenade
whoa,
on him
whoa.
will be able to hit him, but the safe zone will also do some damage. So as
Oh
he
no.
heals up right now, he might
There you
be able
go.
to survive, but how much more? Because a lot of shots he will be taking as he peek in onto this hill.
Yes, already a big pressure coming from Biz, but he is not afraid to engage with IHC. But oh no, IHC says no. Go back to the lobby and join the rest of your teammates. IHC LXC ain't no rest for the weekend. Still doing a massive spray down to the team that actually just passed them by, but now they are preparing to get inside the safe zone as well. And there you go, Farang Legend. Another team to go out of our game number 2.
Power Legend, a lot of good position from them, a lot of good opportunities from them, but I think they failed in some point, and thus they will be taken down in there on the 9th spot. Now, the 8 teams remaining in this fight, and this is what we're talking about. So, some of the teams coming from Picado, they will be moving in Power Grid, but Power Grid is not that big of an area, so they need to cross on towards a little bit against San Martin. But as we look into the map as to how many compounds is in there, they can only utilize for a few compounds as well as the hill that is crossing in the middle of this. And they also need to think as to how will they be able to go in and for the approach. But speaking of approach, we have in here Genesis Esports going in for the rush against T2K, and T2K as well as Alter Ego will be into the play. And GE right now, Genesis Esports has two men down already. One has been eliminated, and the shots is still into as Smile goes in for the shot. And Smile right now will not be smiling anymore. The takedown, and there you go. We have Fnatic 5x in there for the hit, and Naughty Boy will not be a little bit too naughty because he needs to be behave and silent in this game.
Yeah, Naughty Boy, last remaining player coming from Genesis Esports. I mean, he's just trying to be a little patient at the moment. But the nades that he was throwing a while ago, so accurate that he was able to knock down a couple of players from the opponent's side. But we got a T2K Rig right here doing the smoke tactic as well, trying to cover up at least because he has nowhere else to go. I mean, there's not much space to move around for Rig right here. He is a bit far away from Jane. Jane trying to cook up that nade, trying to eliminate Naughty Boy. but could not seem to find his exact location yet.
Yeah, just one thing about being solo in this game is you'll be able to freely move and not to be spotted, especially if you're using this ledge. Now, the high ground advantage has not been taken by Noriba just yet because of the situation that he is stuck in a 1v2. And just in case
Mm-hmm.
Rig, as you can see, Rig is flanking on the left. We have Jane on the right hand side. And unfortunate for Rig right now, he will be shot in here and he needs to move away. But the shots from Alter Ego will not stop, and we'll have to find out how much more damage this vehicle can be taken right now as they need to move in further into the next safe zone. But it will not be an easy approach because a lot of teams are doing this the same as well. We have A1 right now. Hitman, who will be able to go in ahead the rest of the teams, going in onto the lookout on the left hand side as the other of their members. Oh no, I think it's Alter Ego who will be moving in onto the flank, and they might have been spotted already because of the airdrop that is in play right now.
Yes, this is what makes Miramar exciting for me because when we get to the latter stages of the game, I mean, again, there's not there's not a thing that you can take cover from unless you got those vehicles. You know the map's terrain, the ridges right there. So all bullets will be coming from every direction. So you just really need to heighten your awareness at which to the teams that will be coming your way or attacking you from behind, to your left, to the front, to the back. So yeah, this is Miramar right here.
Yeah, I mean, Miramar is a deadly it's a deadly place with not that much cover, and also very little chance to be able to survive. So we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out how will they be able to survive. And Hands for You has been highlighted once again, but this time, how much more can they put out in this game? Hitman, on the other hand, is being the HP is being reduced by safe zone right now, but it's very difficult for him to move because the moment he moves up this hill, a lot of eyes is on him, and Alter Ego Limax is in there, will be eliminated, as well as Genesis Esports. So we are down to 6 right now, and Jan Mara as well as Aura will only have one member to their team.
Wow.
As well. And there you have it. As quickly as it gets, Jan Mara will be taken down, eliminated from this game.
I don't know if you've seen the way that Hitman jiggled his way getting inside the safe zone. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, I almost thought that he will not make it, but well, that was a good knockdown coming from Hitman. Anyway, we got IHC right here with an amazing 6 team kills. You know, they are already included in the top 5 for our game number 2, and right now they have their guns pointed at we got Alpha. Was that Alpha? Oh, T2K as well. Yes, they are right in front of them.
Yeah, I think Hitman will just be staying in there in the corner, waiting for the next safe zone to move, and it's not that far, so he have good position to be able to wait. And I think that is the same thing that Godless is thinking right now, because not seeing anyone on those ridge, as well as information being relayed by the other members of their team on the other side, they will they are spotting enemies after enemies. But this is once again like IQ gameplay from Hands for You. He will just be hiding. He will just be waiting. If he will not be gunned down, he might stay alive. But I think Hitman will be his the one who might be targeting him. We'll have to find out because the smoke, there's a smoke in this area. It's a little bit deadly as well if you use it. It will give information for the other members of the team to be able to nade you or shoot you down or whatever they can use against you. But there you have it. The battle continues in the middle of this map, Red Queen.
Yes, I mean, Hands for You is just right there waiting for SG to do the job, eliminate IHC. SG managed to get easily down at the moment, but we got another one right here. Hitman just waiting for that opportunity. We got Ange right there trying to do a massive spray down against the players coming from IHC. The question is, gentlemen, who will take the chicken? Because the battle is so intense. I mean, anybody can actually win this thing out of these 4 teams.
Yeah, anybody can win this team, but I'm still on to the numbers game. But as I say that, Ange in there will be taken by that Molly, and I think we have Nima right now who will be picked up. Now, grenade is being thrown by Mafia Gunda right now, and Godless as well as the rest of IHC is putting a lot of pressure for those below them. The smoke will be off right now, but we'll be seeing one, and there we have it. We have Godless right now. Oh, a little bit of God feeling for Enemy Fury. Oh, but there goes the hit. Godless for that hit, as well as the rest of the team going in for the takedown. But no!
What?
Godless in there.
What?
Quick turnaround, and SG takes him down.
Oh man, that was unfortunate for Godless. I was pretty sure that he was able to take down those two players single-handedly, but no, I was mistaken. Hands for You is still alive, trying to battle now with SG, but right from behind, Hitman spotted him and gunned him down.
Oh well, it's a very different situation compared to the first fight that we've seen so far. The first match that we've seen so far. This time it's a 1v2, a 1v2 situation, and Hitman is the one going solo. SG right now is in here. Mafia Gunda as well as Nima going in for the split, and we've seen these two members go in for the split earlier, and I think they will be able to do the same thing. But the thing is, they haven't seen Hitman just yet, and Hitman is just in there as we look at the minimap onto the side. So we'll have to see how sneaky Hitman will he be, and how many headshot he might be going in against this team of SG, as Skylights Gaming right now will be regrouping and might be going in for that airdrop, but the grenade is being thrown at them, especially with the vehicle that has been used by Nima. Starlights Gaming had put themselves in a difficult situation because the information has been shown already or has been heard by Hitman, and as the two vehicles are being used, there's no distraction or anymore that can be put into play, because the only focus of Hitman is to find them and shoot them down, or probably nade them later on. But Hitman right now slowly moving in, and as we go in onto the ledge, grenades might be thrown at them still, but Molly will be hit back, but no hits just yet for Hitman.
Yes, Hitman trying to be a little careful in how he approached this one. He's throwing a lot of nades against Mafia Gunda. Mafia Gunda just dodging those. Okay, now Hitman needs to be careful because Mafia Gunda slowly making his way to Hitman. This is going to be an interesting fight since this is a 2v1. Now, Hitman, we just have to know whether or not he can pull off a miracle on this one and actually take down SG in this situation. Of course, numbers, we got SG on the best advantage against Hitman right here. Let's see if he can actually click this and clutch this gameplay, win his team the chicken dinner that they need.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a matter of time. All we have to wait right now is safe zone to close in, and that will be happening in a few seconds. But shots right now, flying in there. Mafia Gunda goes in for the hit, but was able to prone is Hitman, and he might be able to recover. But no, the rush right now is in there. Nima will be able to go in for the hit, and the winner, chicken dinner will be taken right here by Starlights, and there goes Starlights Gaming for round number 2.
Oh my goodness, that was an amazing gameplay coming from Skylights, and still, again, coming from the lone wolf of the team. This time it's Hitman. A while ago it's Hands for You, but now it's Hitman. I mean, these guys are not even afraid, even though they are the last remaining player in their team going up against another squad. Even if they are already outnumbered, it's still like easy for them. So yeah, another great performance coming from a lone wolf gamer. So congratulations to Skylights Gaming for taking our winner chicken dinner for game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that Skylights Gaming is not that aggressive as well into that approach, because they took their time. They waited for the time where Hitman makes that mistake. And they also got good position. But the position that Skylights Gaming is very limited, because they have they cannot go on the low ground as well as jump in on the high ground. But before we go into that, continue that fight, let's go in on the moments of the highlights of this game, and this is where Farang has an advantage against Void Esports. And earlier we've seen as well, or later on, we are going to see how Farang went in, though we didn't see how they jumped in and fight against Voice Esports, but that was left on a 1v1, and that was such amazing for Farang to be able to survive that 1v1 and then pick up the two knockdown teammates from their team.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Farang Legend has that one. They almost lost their advantage against Voin Esports. They jumped the gun, trying to crash that area right there. We don't know what happened because we kind of missed that engagement. But so far, Farang Legend was able to actually win that altercation that happened with Voin. Okay, so this is already almost already at the 6th phase of the circle, almost at the end of the game. This is SG and IHC battling it out, throwing the nades, throwing the mollies, and everything. But we already know just who won our game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a review, and I like to see the final moments later on and how it happens. But as we can see, we have the Skylights Gaming right now. As you can see, how much pressure is being put on them in there. But they were able to survive. But this time, this is where the flank of both members, they just rotated in there. Hitman went in for the low ground, rotated, and then two of the members of Skylights Gaming rotated at the same time. One being used as a shield, as the other one, or actually both of them, are gunning them down. So we'll have to see. Furthermore, how well will they be able to maintain this winner in this game. But so far, I love that it's a different team that is taking the win for match number 2.
I am still speechless with everything that went on, gentlemen. I mean, Miramar, again, this is, Red Queen's least favorite map. But of course, as a caster, this is one of the best maps to actually cast. Again, when we come to the latter stages of Miramar map, you don't have any anything to get a refuge or to take cover from. That is why the importance of having vehicles inside the game, because this is the thing that you can use to cover yourself up from the bullet attacks from your opponents. But that was really a great end game coming from SG, and of course Hitman.
Yeah, I mean, Hitman in there, I would say he did a great job. Same as Hands for You in surviving, because pretty much the same. I mean, it's the same tactic. It was able to go in there in the corner while the other teams and other members are battling it out. And just unfortunate that he wasn't able to get any kills, if not, on those gameplays, like capitalizing on the confusion that is happening on the battle for the other teams. And that didn't happen really for those games. Hitman might have taken a few more kills in that battle, but I also feel for him because he don't want to be put in the position wherein he will be taken down early in there. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see further as we have completed already 2 matches in this game, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy to see how it's different teams as well as similar approach from different lone wolves out there. First, it was Hands for You. Then it was Hitman. Who will be the next lone wolf that we'll have in there? Hopefully there will be none, because it's. I mean, it's. I would like to be a fair final safe zone. That is what we're hoping to see right now. But as we go back into our winner, this is Mr. Boro, Ange, Mafia Ninja, as well as Nima right now. So Mafia Ninja, that is Mafia Gunda, as we saw in game, and this is the teams of Skylights Gaming right here, and Mafia Gunda or Mafia Ninja has 3 eliminations. Nima is 4. Mr. Boro, which I love his gameplay. Both Mr. Boro as well as Ange gameplay from the first map. I love the gameplay that they did. They were able to survive. But this is the top elimination that we have for that match number 2, Red Queen.
Yeah, so Hands for You was able to put up a total of 5 elimination points. We got Scapa, same thing with 5. Nima with 4, Shields with 3, and Mafia Ninja coming from our second winner, Chicken Dinner, with 3 elimination points for our match 2 in Miramar.
Yeah, and I was still a little bit surprised because Miramar, we mentioned that it might be a long game, a long
Mm-hmm.
engagement because of the how huge the map is. But it started early, and well, what else do we expect? I mean, these are teams who are battling it on for their place in number one. But
Mm-hmm.
as we go in onto the rankings right now, um, we have Starlight's Gaming. If I'm not mistaken, they're a little bit low compared to what we've seen on round number
Mm-hmm.
one or match number one on the total points, but they are on their way to be able to go in there on this fight. Aura is in here, was able to get 18 points, and then followed by IHC
Mm-hmm.
with 15. Right next to them is A1 with 14, as well as T2K with 8 on the total points.
Yes, so moving down the list, we got Genesis with a total of 8 points. DG at number 7 with 7 points as well. JMG and Mara with 6. Farang with 6. Alter Ego, I think this is 3 points. Same with 8-Bit and TSM. Stalwarts right now, not a good game for them with just 2 points. And we still have a couple more down the list right there. But match grab, match to Amir, I think this is your scene, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a where, well, compared to the Erangel map, we've seen a good placement a balance of good placement as well as the kills right now. It's not that much in the kills because it's the same against Skylights as well as the next team on them. But as we look at the MVP per ranking, so as you can see, I mean, the contribution right now of Hands for You is great because of
Right,
how
right.
well how smart he can go in on this game. But as you look further on the number 4 spot, GPX Rosemary 83.33. So that is his contribution
Goodness.
for the team. But
Mhm.
that is performance, your performance compared to the other teams. But as we look back into Hands for You, so I think this is just for round number 2. That was a 9 elimination, and there you have it. I guess this will give us a clear picture of how each team is faring because Starlight's Gaming, who won that
Mhm.
second match, and then Aura in there, who didn't win but was able to go and battle it out on second for Hands for You, as well as a good placement on Miramar map. They also got a 34 on the total points, and they left Stalwart Esports, who won their first match because they have been taken down too soon from that match number 2.
Yes, I agree. They actually pushed down Stalwart Esports down to the 3rd spot. So we got Gianmara with 24, IHC with 19, A1 Esports with 14 points. I think they are same with T2K. Yes, Farang with 12, DRS 10, and then Genesis at a total of 8 points. So this is actually the top 10 teams for our game, for our tournament. But don't you worry, guys, we still have 3 more games for today, and we're gonna jump back in the map of Erangel.
Yeah, so far, guys, so this time Team E will be coming back. Team C will be the ones resting into this game. So it will be ABDE. I'm good at alphabet. I know my alphabet. It's just that that's the format right now. The teams, the groups who will be playing is coming from A, B, D, and E. So that will be back into the our OG map, which is Erangel right now. And I still love to see some of the teams, or most of the teams, who haven't popped up just yet. Those teams who haven't shown their gameplay just yet, but so far, as we end that Red Queen, we are going in for a quick break. So hopefully for those of you who aren't here, you are cheering on your teams in the comment section, sharing this screen so that a lot more will be watching, and we will be right back for yet another exciting battle. See you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ruthless Invitational Arena, where we have seen two matches already played and two maps, and we already have two winner chicken dinner. But so far, it is not over just yet. We still have three more games to see for today. But to tell you the story of what will be happening into this game is us on the caster desk. I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia. Together with me is the amazing Red Queen Gaming.
Hello, what is up, guys? Welcome back once again. You guys are still watching, of course, the Ruthless Invitational Arena with Red Queen and Gentleman Gaming. Now, like what I said a while ago, gentlemen, I feel like I'm casting for the heavyweights division for our PUBG Battle Royale. Everyone is really top-notch when it comes to playing this game. We always think that we're going to start the maps or we're going to start the game, a little passive. But no, as soon as these guys drop into their areas, you just have to expect that there will be an engagement following on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that this is the first day, and usually the first day is where most of the teams, and especially in Battle Royale, they take it slow. They check their drop spot as well as the rotations of their team against the other team. But this time, I think some of the teams are really that well in playing the game that they can go and manage taking out one squad and then rotate differently later on. So we'll have to see how well will that be playing right now, because so far this is the second time that these groups will be battling it on. But like I mentioned earlier before going for the break, Team C or Group C will not be joining us right now. So this is Group A, B, D, and E, where if I'm mistaken, E is the one who jumped in back into play.
Yeah, I think we had a similar flight path a while ago, so we are looking at the same thing actually. But PUBG again prioritizes risk. So if you want some impressive loots, of course you need to go to the areas such as the main towns or the cities, and usually these areas are brawling with other high level players. So obviously when it comes to hot drop areas, it offers 50%, 50% chance of survival, but definitely a satisfying reward if you came out on top during a clash.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, speaking of going up top, our next safe zone will be up top. So those who dropped in military base as well as a Novo right here needs to get those vehicles, and as well as for those 8-bit as well as DG, they have a possible control of the bridges, so they might be able to cut this team off unless they move in quickly and get away. So Voin will also be joining in, so it might be a battle of the bridge, like trying to gatekeep as well as fight it down before they move in. And as we look further into the south of the next safe zone, a lot of teams has already placed themselves in this area. Shelter as well as farm will be in there, will be crowded with enemy teams. And I'm not expecting these teams to slow down this time, because this is round number three, and this is their chance for them to catch up onto the battle.
Well, you know what? The southern area of Erangel, always considered as the death trap. Military base, it is, perhaps the riskiest drop point on the entire map. It is full of high-grade gears, armors, that much. But of course, you also need to consider that there will be, another team that's going to challenge you, and to risk losing members of your team early in the game is going to definitely affect your momentum or how you guys are going to go up against other squads as well. But we got that Turo Love, sir. Yes, taking someone down. Coming from their opponent right now. Ooh, single-handedly with just one shot coming from that shotgun. I mean, this guy is really showing all the love right now, doing a perfect job, defending his team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a scam that he's using that name. Puro love, sir, right? There's no love in there, just gunshots and kills. But it's a good play for them. It's a good start for this team as well. So we'll have to find out how well will they be able to go in for the fight. We have Bonafide right now who has
Bonafide, yeah.
two remaining members, and T2K is in here. Rig right now was able to get away from that possible engagement, but will be
Mm-hmm.
backing off, regrouping with the team. But Bonafide right now is in here. Bots is slowly creeping in against Genesis Esports. So we'll have to find out if Genesis Esports was able to see them or probably
Right,
not.
right.
We'll have to see later on. But still, the battle continues as
Mm-hmm.
we still have teams from military base as well as Novo. So I won't be surprised if they will be meeting up right here in the middle,
Mm.
or if they'll be splitting and then going in for the trap that might be set by 8-bit or probably by Dunya Games.
Yeah, so um honestly right now I can see a lot of them just staying right at the lower bottom half section of our circle. So yes, definitely our kill feed will light up in just a while, especially if the team's already decided to move in a little forward, get inside our circle right here. Again, we got Hitman and the rest of his gang right at the edge of the circle, and they might do, yes, a gatekeeping against 8-bit in this situation. But we just have to wait and see if 8-bit will be pushing, getting inside the safe circle, and using South as their main entry point. But of course, they need to be careful because IHC already, positioned themselves at the highest ground so far, which is in the Gatka Mountains.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the mountains will be able to will be secured and will be maintained in this game. So as we look at Flyboy right now taking in this vehicles, this buggy, and the rest of the teams as well, I think Ubi will be taking another vehicle to be able to go and regroup. We have yet the Joker Sir right here going in
Joker,
for
sir.
go Jokers. I mean, we have Love, we have Joker, and if I'm not mistaken, this is
Yes.
Charm. So we have one that has been taken out for this team, and I love how.
Oh.
Let's talk about. There's no battle. Oh no, no, no! I spoke too soon, and this is what happens when we talk about other things compared or apart from the battles. GNX is in there going for the kill against a different team. We'll have to find out later on once we move in to that area. And going in, I love how these teams were able to fight in this area as well as get a good position. But how well will they be able to cross all the bridges, all the ridges that they have to go into? We'll have to find out. As GNX right now is near 2 kills to their name, but they are a little bit spread out right now as they loot each and every house in this area, Red Queen.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. You used to play PUBG before, gentlemen, right?
Yep.
So you've been in the competitive scene. So if you are playing in a Wrangle map, may I ask what guns do you usually use?
Oh, I go with um well, usually I go for the mini because um, I go for the mini because of how I can use that in close range battle just in case needed to. But I go in for the distance as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I have it for a 2 times scope or
Mm-hmm.
probably a 4 times as possible. And there's a lot of updates already in here. It's been a long time since I played, but with the Mini 14, I was able to use that to get information to,
Mm-hmm.
and please note, I am the tactician. I'm not a rusher in this game. I was a
Mm-hmm.
tactician during my competitive scene, and I was a more of information gameplay as well as rotation. So it's either the vehicle as well as the snipers or the scopes that I utilize in the game. So those are what I use as well as
Mm-hmm.
M4 probably.
Yeah, that's nice. M4 and Uzi works best for me. But right now, I think there is a scaffold happening between Dead Eyes and GE. Right here, they are trying to flush this Turo Loveser out of the building, forcing them to engage. Right now, trust me, is just right there providing the mid-man role, but we got Smile already preparing to actually push in to get at the second floor of that building, waiting for, the ghost signal coming from the rest of the teammates. But yes, this is definitely about to go down.
Yep, going down indeed is Turo Love, and they're coming from Dead Eyes Guy. So I think love is in there. Is love or dead is love into the eyes of Turo right there. I'm just doing in a little bit of mix up of the names right here, but we'll have to find out how well GE
Yes.
is going in for the fight. This is Genesis Esports still going in for that flank with the vehicles right now, and we still have one more members for Dead Eyes guys. So I think once they have heard or spotted this one member, knowing that they spot them on this location, trust me, will be jumping out of that buggy and then might be shooting down. But so far, no signs of that last member from Dead Eye guys. Thus, they might be fleeing the scene or probably stay here a little bit longer.
I mean, GE, they already know they've managed to, eliminate 3 of their members. So it's just one. I mean, I don't get why they are still not pursuing that last guy from Dead Eyes. I mean, he doesn't have any more teammates to actually give him the backup that he needs going up against a full squad. So I don't know why they're letting go of that engagement. Anyway, we got a T2K again. Already 2 of their members has been sent back to the lobby. So it's just Jane and Rig tandem for T2K, but we still, have a lot of things to go on for our game number 3. We are just at the second phase of the circle, so there's a lot more things that can happen. T2K, again, they have to be really great at everything that they do because, well, they are down to just 2 members, already a disadvantage so far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, going in against a full squad, T2K will be at disadvantage. Thus, they need to be a little bit careful in their approach. I think that is one reason as well that that is why they're taking their time looting up this area, but not too far behind. This is yet another team who might be jumping in on this battle. But as we jump in against Genexus, who is the top team on our, top fragger team, the same as Genesis Esports. So pretty similar names in here. We'll have to see how well will they be able to add more on to those on those kill points. And I think we have a long SKR right now, seeing or probably sensing one. And if I'm saying that is a rig
Yes.
on that side from T2K. So if they will be rushed right now, they might be in there for a fight. But one has been taken down in there, and it is Rig, and he has been shot from the far end. And we'll have to see. The smoke will be put into play. No, there's a Molo right now that will be put into play, and we'll have to find out who is rushing it. It's quite a small area right here, and 2TK will be in a pinch. Otherwise, they might need to move out, and Jane right here from T2K might need to leave the teammate behind.
Yeah, so Jane is actually just putting a lot of nades out there to prevent, them to come up the stairs, trying to keep them at bay at the moment. But also we got Aura right here trying to go up against Genexus. So 3 of their members still active for this fight, while Genexus, I think, still has all 4 members intact. Jane still right at the top of the staircase, trying to keep, Genexus again at bay. I think do we have 3 squads in this area or just 2?
Yeah,
I think 3 squads.
We have one from T2K. We have Genexus as well as Aura in here. So the battle on the other side has been, I think it has been stirred by T2K. And then once they heard the gunshots, Aura and Genexus is now fighting. So we'll have to see. One takedown has been done by Genexus right there. And so far, no one is rushing in onto T2K. No, I spoke too soon. We have Aura in here just below T2K. And Jane might be collateral damage in this fight.
Right. Yes, I mean, Jane is just waiting right there. He can probably hear, all those footsteps going around in circles, just waiting for them to actually eliminate Aura in the situation. But that was a good defense coming from Jane right there. Was able to take down a couple of players coming from Genexus, but of course, number-wise, it's still, too much for her right there. So she has been eliminated out of the game, which is very obvious, but still, she put up a good fight right there.
I mean, taking two down, well, unfortunate for them, the elimination is not completed. But our esports in there has been taken down, and 2TK has been out as well. Now, let's see. Genesis Esports right now is in here, might be battling out against Janmara, who is not too far behind, as well as Genexus, who's still in there in this area. So a good flank by Genesis Esports. Shots on to Genexus right now, but they need to block their way in this area, making sure that they will not be surprised by grenade as well as they go in. Naughty Boy will be in here for the backup just in case, but Luyu in there taking down Trust Me, and there goes the start of this battle as Trust Me is just laying down in there with no help at all.
Yeah, I bet everyone is already committed to go up against Genexus at this moment. They got, trust me, right now down. Same with Vape. Oh no, this spells disaster for Team Genesis right there. There you go, Vape has been sent back to the lobby. So I think Smile will now slowly back away together with the Naughty Boy, but oh no, Genexus will not be letting go of this one as one of their players already circling, trying to check their location at the moment and then reporting back to his teammate. But Luyu right here, I think he is going to go up against Trust Me in this situation. He just threw in that nade, but he's getting shot as well, getting some damage. Now he needs to be careful at this one because two of their members from GE will now go and move in for the kill as well.
I mean, there goes the push right now, and we'll have to see. We'll have to see who will be surviving. And the pickup has been done by GE, Genesis Esports, and Trust Me, as well as Naughty Boy. And Trust Me right now is in here going in for a 2v1. Long is in here just waiting for information. Shots into the vehicle, but it will not connect. Luyu is in there still alive. A good save still from Long SKR right now, as the other teams of Genesis Esports will be leaving this area. The pickup needs to be done for Luyu, but he is out in open right now. They need to rush in because there's no time remaining. But with the number of kills that they have, I think they already have this a little bit closer to the bag right now.
Yes, that was a close call for Genesis. It's a good thing they were able to escape that engagement from Genexus, because Genexus, I mean, they are out for blood and they are definitely, really going in for the kill. It was just lucky for, for the two members of Genesis to take down Luyu in that engagement. So that gave them time to actually disengage from the fight. But guys, they're actually a lot or other members right inside this game are dropping onto their knees. So I think everyone is already preparing to get inside the circle as well. We can see at least 5 squads still in the outskirts, and one engaging with Void Esports.
Yeah, I mean, Void Esports is in here. We've seen them already. Oh, I think TSM has been eliminated already. We'll have to see and find out as we move closer. But it's still a good play in there from GPX. They have remained outside of safe zone. They stayed on the side. They don't want to get for the engagement just yet. I think their target here is for the winner chicken dinner. But we'll have to find out if they will be able to survive as a 4-man squad. On the other side, we have Stalwarts right now. The top has been taken out. We have action in there going in for that hit, and that is a knockdown right now against 8-bit. But top has been taken down as well, so the rescue needs to be done, and it needs to be done fast because there is yet another team who is above them who might be continuing on and eliminating them in this area. Pika right now going for the smokes and will slowly go in for the rescue. Action on the other hand is providing a little bit of cover from the other side.
I mean, Action really has a great control of recoil right there. I mean, he's trying to do a spray down long range. 8-bit is actually on top of that hill right there, but it's not stopping Action to take them, out. A while ago, he was able to take down 2 of their members single-handedly. So amazing display, of recoil control there from Action. But unfortunately, he had been tagged as well. He is a bit far away from the rest of the team. So Pika and top right here needs to eliminate, at least or take down some members from 8-bit to at least gain a little advantage from this fight.
Well, the thing is, we have 8-bit in there being stuck in that, and the moment that Pika will be able to see probably ahead of their body, the shot will be
Mm-hmm.
in there, but we'll need to let go of that peak because it's very difficult to really go and hold for the ADS. And on the other side, we have a long SKR right now going in for almost for the pickup, but might have been disturbed right here by the presence of Gianmara. Gianmara, one has been being hit from the far side. We'll have to find out who they will be battling on.
Mm-hmm.
But the Genexus right now is going in and still surviving with 2 members.
Actually, Genexus right now is in a very vulnerable position as they are being surrounded by a lot of squads. There's a big chance that they can be backstabbed by Gianmara coming from behind, and right on top of them, again, we got members from Stall, Ward Esports that can actually take them out as well. So they might want to avoid, being sandwiched, in this situation because there will be no escape this time.
Yeah, I mean, just in case they might be able to escape it. I mean, it's just a sliver of help because a lot of teams has already seen them. A lot of teams might be gunning them down. Now on the other side, IC right now from IHC is just putting up all this fight with grenades. But it's a very difficult right
Ooh.
now staying into this compound because this small room, one grenade that shoots right in there, whether it's the door, whether
Oh
it's the
yes,
window,
there
that
you
will
go.
be the death of him.
Oh.
And there goes the molly. There's no running out. IC will be melting, and there you go. IHC has one of their teammates knocked down, but needs to go for the rescue. We have Sanchir right now together with the other rest of the teams going in for the Beagle gameplay, but how much can they put into this battle? One has been taken down already. IC has been taken down, and who might be eliminated, and just in case they will not be able to go in for that cover. And on the other side, we have
Right.
DG being taken down, top in there, taking down one of the members of DG Esports Junior Games, and we'll have to find out who will be surviving in this fight.
Yes, 2 of the members from IHC already got knocked down. Now Void already has that confidence to actually move in and to push for that kill. But right ahead of them, we got another player coming from Deadeye. Tensky firing hard on this one out there in the open, but just got tagged by Deadeyes right here, followed up by Ken. Unfortunately, well, he's down on his knees as well.
I mean, everyone is being gunned down right now. I mean, they don't have a good spot right here to be able to go and defend themselves. It's only open area with trees and rocks and vehicles. Yes, just in case it hasn't exploded already, it can be a good cover. But if it's not, then it will be a risky play for you to go to. No fear right now.
Yes,
is really
oof.
going in for that move. And as we go and look into Flyboy of DG, we will see how well they able to take this ledge, but they will be once again, as we mentioned earlier, in a very difficult position because it is a disadvantage to be in the low ground as well into
Yes,
this
yes.
ledge, just in case they will not be able to flank quickly as shots and nades rush in.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but we got one team who's already inside the circle already, so they have the best advantage so far. That's team GPX. Although they already lost one of their top fragger. That's Rosemary right there. I think they can still clutch this one as they have the best advantage so far compared to the rest of the teams. Everyone needs to go up. Everyone needs to climb up this mountain right here. So literally, it's an uphill battle for everyone except for GPX.
Oh, I like to sing. I like to sing. Ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah.
But I don't have the voice. I mean, compared to you, Red Queen, you can sing it. I can just say it. But there you go. Let's see how high is that mountain. Will they be able to climb it? But on the other side, Voin is in there, was able to go in for takedown against Juicy, and kills after kills will be happening from both sides. GPX in there taking down one of a Flyboy, and DG Esports will be eliminated in this game. We have now 6 left, and there goes
Ooh,
what a hit by
Belva!
Belva in there from the far side, taking down Sketch, and Sketch needs to be rescued, but Belva will not let them. It is now Belva in here, or Alva in here on the other side from Voin, who might be going in for this flank, but will be stopping into the way, and we'll have to find out who else will be going for the rush, because this is really pandemonium as we look at it.
Yes, this is already a chaotic situation for everyone. We are now watching the final 6 teams of battle it out. We got a Gen X is right here, long skirt. He's got a teammate. That's a Bew, currently knocked down at the moment, but there is no time actually to go for that quick revive as they're being attacked by another team who's on top of them right now. Void Esports has just been eliminated so far. Oh my goodness, that was very fast. That happened very fast.
Yeah, it happens very fast. We have Genexus losing one game as well as they will be eliminated. Ultron right now, how much power can he get from Iron Man to be able to go in this fight? He is going solo. But on the other side, we have GPX and 8-Bit has been eliminated. Ultron has been run down. Now, on the other side, Naughty Boy is in there going solo. GPX is still alive. And who else from their team? I think it is Hitman from A1 Esports still alive as well. And I don't doubt it. Hitman might be able to squeeze and prone and slide and slither his way into this fight. But no, is in there being gunned down. And Hitman will be taken down. A good follow-up in there by Matoy. It is now A1 Esports eliminated. It's now left to one members of Genesis Esports. Naughty Boy, how naughty can you get? And how much can you survive?
Naughty Boy is actually behaving himself right behind that 3 while Liao Feng is doing a massive spray down to take him out of the game. This is so not good for Naughty Boy, but still, kudos, a very good performance. Again, we've talked this a while ago, Gentleman Gaming, who will be the lone wolf to go up against a full squad right at the end zone. So that's it. That's Naughty Boy for this time's round.
Oh my god, I mean, earlier I thought it was Hitman because he has done it in Miramar like beautifully. He was able to survive. It's a 1v2 situation, but this time it was Naughty Boy, and I think it's more of and guys, why we're talking about the lone wolf, why we are talking about survivors in here going on second is because this is the fight. This is the name of the game, survival. And they have been surviving in there even as they go in as solo against a lot of opposing teams, 3 or 2 or a full squad. They are in there surviving, getting a good placement, and hopefully they got a good number of kills as well.
Yes, so we're gonna look at the stats in just a while, guys. But in the meantime, don't forget to rally behind your favorite teams, your favorite players. Let them know that you guys are supporting them. I'm sure that you guys are going wild with every kills that we make right here inside the tournament. I mean, these guys are not, disappointing you. They're putting up a very good show. A lot of clutch games, actually. A lot of clutch moves that I'm seeing, especially from those lone wolves that we were talking about a while ago. So, Gentleman Gaming, what do you think is the most interesting part from our game number 3?
Yeah, I mean, the interesting part was when Elva is in there, was able to go in for the takedown for far side, but unfortunately we went off screen and then they have been taken down. But let's check out, as we check out the top moment of this game. Once again, I would like to congratulate GPX Esports for taking match number 3 for that winner chicken dinner as we review the games. And well, so far it's the top moments. There's one. Jane is in there.
Yeah,
Jane is in there. I would say that will be the top moment, and this is on this area if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Aura, Genexus, and T2K, if I'm not mistaken. That was T2K, right? Jane was really, you're right, collateral damage. I mean, I can already hear the footsteps, circling around me, and the panic is just right there. The pressure is just right there. But of course, she was still able to take down 2 of the players, which is absolutely amazing. But still, pretty much outnumbered. So it's very, obvious outcome. She has been eliminated out of the game, but still, a good performance coming out from T2K Jane.
And this is the hot moment from IC, wherein I mean, if you have been spotted already inside the
Mm-hmm.
compound, I think it's about time that you move and go in from the behind, because with those grenades being thrown in there at them, especially on the IC side, there's really no surviving that. One good hit of one good throw will really take you down, and I think that's what happened with IC, and the rest of their teammates has been left in there going solo, and I think this is one of the good shot in there coming from Alva, and that is
Mm-hmm.
from a long range, just hiding in behind a boulder, was able to go for the takedown. But as we switch in there to a different scene earlier, we didn't see who took them down. So that's still one of the good play that we've seen so far. And well, one of the good thing as well is we're done with round number 3. So we have set 3 rounds already. 3 teams who has taken the winner chicken dinner, and it is not just one-sided. As we look into GPX right now, it's about time. As Rosemary, Matoy, Avalia Ofeng, as well as Belva right now to be able to go for that kill. But surprisingly, Red Queen, Rosemary only have 1 kill.
Yeah, I think he was taken out of the game. The first one to exit from his team. So Belva actually doing all the killing right now for the team, which is, kudos, a great performance coming from Belva. I've seen him try to take down, or he was able to take down 2 players, right? During the last zones for our game number 3. So this is right now flashing on your screens, the top fraggers, if I'm not mistaken, for our match 3. We got Naughty Boy, we got Belva, we got Bew, Long Skur, and Voin Alva. Yeah, pretty much the heavy hitters inside the game.
I mean, no one's heavy hitter compared to Naughty Boy right there with 6 elimination. But still, as you mentioned, Belva has a good play in there. Who was able to take down 2 from one of the screens that we've seen. But here we have it. We have GPX in there, who was able to get that winner chicken dinner as well, as a total points of 24, and that is 9 on the elimination and 15 on the placement, followed by GE right now with 20 points, 8 on the eliminations and 12 on the placement. Now GNX, earlier we've seen them. I think they are one of the teams who have the highest frags before ending the game. They got 10 on the elims, 6 on the placement, and 16 on the total points.
Yes. A1 Esports and 8-Bit, did we already tackle this one with 12 points and 10 points? So these are the top 5 teams, yes, for our match number 3.
And as we look right now into the comparison, I mean, this is where we usually go into, and this is a good comparison as well. Thank you very much, production, for showing us this. This will give you an idea on how much damage as well as how much gameplay, tactics has been put into play. Because so far, if we look right here for the team of Genexus, it is like elimination heavy for their gameplay, because they have 10 frags for that match, and then 6 only on the placement, compared to other teams like GPX was able to get 15 on the placement, but compared to Genexus, that's 1 less on the frag. So it's a huge difference when you have a good balance of kills as well as placement into the game. And there you have it. That was a match graph right now with MVP rankings right here. And still, there's no bidding. Hands for you. You still have the highest eliminations all throughout, but following right next in there is Naughty Boy. And Naughty Boy with 8 eliminations, and then No Fear with 7. Top in there from Stalwarts is still onto the play for the MVP rankings, but not too far behind as well, with 6 Ellens will be Long SKR or Long
No.
Long Skirt.
Yeah, long skur. Yeah, I know that. I know that meme, the sound that you just did there. Every time I play PUBG, the most number of kills that I can only put up in inside the game. And we're talking about a classic game. I could not even put up a kill with higher than 5 points. But you guys are already seeing on your screens the overall standings for our match number 3. Again, we still got our Aura on top of this leaderboard with 35 points. Again, that's just 1 point over SG that has a total of 34 points, followed by STE. This is just 33 points. I wonder what makes the difference, why STE is actually pushed down to the third one, but we'll talk about that later on. GPX with 31, GE with 28, same with Gian Marang. A1 Esports now on number 7 with 26 points, IHC with 20, 19 points so far for GNX, and T2K with 15.
Yep, and as we go into the right-hand side, Voin in there with 15 points. They popped off a little bit on the start of the game. 8-Bit in there with 13 points. DG, or Dunya Games, was in there to get a 12 points, the same as Farang Legend. We have DRS, the Real Soldiers, in there with 10 points. Alter Ego with 8 points, DE, Dead Eyes guys in there with 6 points, TSM with 4, Bonified with 1, and unfortunately we have one team in here who will not be able to get a point, and that is Buriram United. So hopefully they'll be able to move in to the next game to be able to get those points. But as a review of the maps that we have Erangel, who has been taken by Stalwart. Miramar will be taken down by Skylights Gaming, as well as that last game for GPX Esports. And there you have it, guys. We have completed 3 matches already in this game, and it's really exciting to see yet another team take that win in this game. It's still not one-sided. It's still anyone's ball game. So for anyone trying to chase down on that winner chicken dinner, there's still chance for you out there.
Yeah, and this is just the first day, guys. I mean, we still have 2 more days. If you guys need to make up for those lost points, if you need to pull up your ranks, we still got 2 more games, 2 more days, 10 games for the Ruthless Invitational Arena. But so far, we can already see, judging by the numbers that we've shown you, we got Aura, SG, and STE in a very close fight for the top. But we're going to discuss more about this one. We're just going to take a break, so please don't go away.
welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Arena. And we have seen 3 matches already between 2 maps. We just ended yet another match on Erangel. And this time we're going to jump back into the hot deserts of Miramar. We're going to find out who will be taking this next winner chicken dinner. But so far, before that, we are at your service in the caster desk. I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia. Together with me is the amazing Red Queen Gaming.
Yes, we are halfway through for this day. We are already at the 4th game. We still got one more, guys, so don't you go away. So this is already the time for our teams to maybe check their gameplays, fine-tune their recipes. You know, we are at the second to the last map before we end this event for today. So this is also the second time that we're going to jump into Miramar. So I am curious if the teams will be dropping into the same location. Of course, they're going to battle it out again with the same squads that dropped during the first Miramar game. So I'm excited to see if we are going to, witness a little change when it comes to their dropping areas.
I mean, we'll have to see, because so far from if I'm not mistaken, for the last Erangel as well as for the first Miramar, we've seen similar flight path. So it's more a little bit to the south of this map, and hopefully RNG gods, you can give us a clear cut through the middle so that a lot of teams will be able to get a control of their favorite drop spot, the hot drops that they usually take, and it will provide a lot more of advantage for those teams. But because of what's happening so far, if I'm not mistaken, there are only a few who has taken a good drop spot, like the same every time, but we only seen Erangel just yet. So Miramar will have, this is where we will be finding out if it's the same approach for the other teams who will be jumping in here, if it's the same drop points they will be looking for, or will it change as we go in on to next game?
Yes, I mean, you don't always just go for the best drop locations, gentlemen. In every map, you gotta have a few considerations as well. You need to always, weigh in the risk and the rewards in choosing a drop-off point, right? So, I mean, few questions that you might want to ask yourself: do I know this location enough? Do I have the proper skill set and confidence to survive any engagements, in case there's another squad dropping in as well? Does the location and have enough cover? So these are the few considerations I ask myself, whenever I play in a game. But of course, I'm not a pro player. You guys are. So, I mean, show us what you got.
Yeah, definitely show us what you got, and hopefully this is where we are going to see most of those early engagement right now. Because as we start off early, well, there's a lot of changes that we've seen so far for other teams. Some of the teams, they started the game. Like example, Stalwart Esports, they had a good position from Erangel, but later as they jumped in onto Miramar, they have been taken down early. So it goes for a different approach for every gameplay, for every map, and hopefully it is not the same for all these teams who will be using the same plan of approaches as well as exit.
Right.
And that is one reason why I love Battle Royale. Because of the dynamic of the gameplay, and you need to think. You will be using your game senses, your IQ, mechanical skills to be able to outrun and outsmart the enemy. Just in case you cannot go in for the battle just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've already mentioned this, during our game number 1, that it's always, it's nice to have some sort of alterations when it comes to your plans, your strategies. I mean, you want to avoid, again, being predictable inside the game. If you are one of those, high-performing teams, I mean, your opponents probably will definitely study all of your movements. Again, rotations and gameplay. So might as well prepare for that one too. And in times like this one, such as this tournament, I mean, you guys are going to be dropping into Erangel for like 3 times. So again, having a different gameplay. I mean, of course, every map different strategies, but at least try to have a different set of strategy when you guys are already playing to avoid being so predictable inside the game. I think that's one of the best things that you can do when you guys are playing in a tournament. I mean, how many times have we played this game? But of course, a battle royale being battle royale, again, it's anybody's game. Whenever we start fresh, it's always a brand new thing, for a brand new beginning for every team. So a lot of chance to actually make up for the lost points if you guys are having such a rough gameplay.
Yeah, and that's one reason as well as to why these teams, I mean, the teams that we've seen so far taking that chicken home for each round, it's different. It's not just one-sided, because a lot of teams have chances to really go in and take that win. It's more of the smarts, how they start an engagement and exit it with a full squad, and then go for the rotations, wait for another squad yet to be taken down without losing one of their teammates. Most of the teams that we've seen taking that chicken dinner is really more on ending in winning the numbers game. It's either 4v1, 2v1, 3v1, and that is a good plan of approach, especially with a number of placement points that each team can get in each round. Because, like, if I'm not mistaken, the placement point is a total of 15 points for one win, if I'm not mistaken, and then that is a good for them to be able to get that and then back it up with a good number of kills as well. A good number of kills, not being aggressive, and then surviving towards the very end.
Yes, they are really making sure that they get into the latter stages of, in every game, which is very important. That is why, it's best to just maybe start a game, drop into a place where you can, maximize your loots, get all the attachments that you need to prepare yourself to gain that little advantage over your opponents, and really engage and collect all those extra kill points towards the end zones. I mean, that's the best time, because that's where the battle actually begins, during the end zones. Imagine being in the seventh phase of the circle, and you still got more than 10 teams inside that very small circle. I mean, you were talking about pandemonium a while ago. I mean, that is the perfect description right there. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, where the teams will be coming from, or like if you already have your opponent just right beside you, ready to take you out of the game. So that's what makes, for me, Miramar very interesting, because all that you have are those ridges that you need to take cover from.
So we mentioned earlier as well, we're in, remember earlier when we jumped into Miramar, we have a set of teams that we are expected to see on these drop points. And looking back in drop points right now, there's also a possibility wherein I think San Martin or Hacienda might be taken by yet another team. It is a Stalwart Esports, DRS, as well as DG in there, who might be jumping in based on the prediction, and also the surrounding area. So we'll have to find out if that will be the case. So if it's within that Hacienda area, as well as the graveyard or the junkyard, that will be taken, because this is the area, despite of how big Miramar is, these are the area that are close behind each other. So the moment that you jump in there, and we know how hot Hacienda is, especially on classic games or on ranked games. So we'll have to find out if that is the same tactics that they will be using right now in this game. Especially, thank you very much, RNG gods. You've given us a good flight path in this game.
Right. So it's again pretty much in the middle, coming from the west side area down to east. So it's gonna end in Impala. Again, as you can see on this on your screens right now, we still got our aura on top of the leaderboards, followed by SG and STE, which of course makes our game number 4 very interesting, because we haven't seen any teams do a back-to-back winner chicken dinner. Maybe this is the time that we're going to see if any of those winners from game 1 to game 3 will make a second run for the chicken dinner, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, as I can see, La Cabrera right now being taken by SG. This might be an attempt for them to solo this area. Solo push this area. They can rotate through El Pozo and then later move on towards Power Grid. Because a lot of teams, as you can see, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of teams are dropping into that area and they can take advantage of this situation. They distance themselves from anyone else who are dropping in the same spot and then later on just shoot them down when they are wounded, when they
Right,
are
right.
losing one or two of their members, and it's a good. But as we can see, I think this is Genexus right now, moving, using the vehicles, going into Macera, and it's also similar approach as I can say compared to SG. But those different right now is Farang going against a different team just below Los Leones.
Yeah, so 8-bit again, they've decided to drop a little east side of Miramar. We got one squad right in there in Pecado. I think that's Dead Eyes, and then Genexus again in the outskirts. You're right, there are two squads who dropped in the area of Los Leones. So I think this is the first battle that we're going to see in Miramar. But so far, both of the teams are still busy scavenging the area, trying to get loots, better guns, of course, better advantage against your opponent. But we are waiting for these teams to actually collide with one another so we can start our game.
I'm just looking at. I just zoomed in onto that clump of teams on our map right there. I think it's Genesis Esports right now, who's a little bit spread out in this game. So I'm just curious on how they will be approaching this game. Like, will they be getting away? And the question is how. How will they be
Mm-hmm.
going in and getting away from this battle? But as we have seen so far, we have Farang right now just getting
Mm-hmm.
and looting right here, and they might have a visitor, unwanted visitor from the other side. That is A1 Esports, and we'll have to find out how this goes. But oh, it is such a surprise. We have Jan Mara right now going in or being damaged, and who is their enemy? We'll have to see as we move forward into this game.
Yes, Gunner is actually doing all those, band-aids so far. Very low on HP. We don't know what happened. Maybe he experienced, like a team gunning down on him, but they were able to escape that situation. So Gian Marang still alive. I think they are. Trying to go up against
Oh,
Bonafide Esports, who's
yeah.
actually right inside this warehouse. But I think that's Bots. Bots is the only player that's inside this area. And we got Gian Mara closing in on him. Are they gonna engage?
Yeah, that is question. But right now has been spotted, and there goes the shot.
Whoa!
But no! Snipe Whitey in there with that Hawkeye bringing down bots from Bodified, and the rest of the teams has no idea that that one of their members has already. Well, they have the idea because they saw the kill feed, and
Yes.
like there are only three members in there on their team list, but they have no idea that one of their members will be gunned down just like that. And if they had, like, they might have gone for a quick follow up and into the placement as well as rotations of
Mm-hmm,
their
mm-hmm,
team. But we'll have
mm-hmm.
to find out how will they get and respond to that battle. But I think they might not be doing that so far because you know when at some point that you lose one of your members, you don't want to go aggressive because it is a little bit risky. And you talked about the risk versus rewards as well in this
Right,
battle.
right.
So I don't think they will be taking that risk. And with how Bonafide is showing up so far, it is not looking good, especially on the recent leaderboards that we've seen. They're not really performing that well. So hopefully this time they might be able to regroup, work it on a
Mm-hmm.
placement for later on, and then just take advantage of that on the later stage. For now, I would say they can keep their distance, use their snipes to be
Mm-hmm.
able to go in for those hits, similar as what Snipe YT has done for that one member of Bonafide.
Yes, you know what? Most of the gameplays that I am seeing from Miramar is that, first drop, they always go for that car game play. So most of the time they go for a split drop to cover more grounds as well to get more loots. But what happened with the Bonafide bots right there, he's just too far away from the rest of the team that there is really no chance for them to do any backup or at least revive him or help him go up against that full squad. So, I mean, that's one of the disadvantage if you guys go for a split drop. In case, you know, a squad really gets or sets their eyes on you, it'll be very difficult to, defend knowing that you're just alone inside that compound. And of course, you're going to be outnumbered and, and be eliminated out of the game. So that's one of the disadvantage right there.
Yeah, and also just in case, so since nothing is happening just yet, we can talk about more of that situation. Just in case bots didn't move out of that compound,
Right,
or
yes.
probably move out on a, you know, when you back out of the situation, you have a huge compound in front of you, and you back away directly where in the compound or the house will be covering your exit. That should have been the way that bots went away from that spot, because yeah, eventually he will be rushed, eventually he will be pushed in there by all members. But if he per se move out a little bit slowly from behind of the compound of that hangar, he might be spotted, but he will have other covers that he can use in this game. So that might not be that easy on the takedown. Well, we'll have to find out. We'll have to see how well the rest of the teams go in for the battle. So far, only one has been eliminated, and no one is going for the engagement just yet. They are taking it slow, taking it easy on this Miramar map.
I mean, he could have waited, he could have waited, he could have been patient, and he could have just, like maybe looked around before going out of that compound. But I don't know what happened with bots. He doesn't have any vehicles as well. So again, we don't know how to explain to you guys, all of you who are watching right now, how important, to have the cars when you guys are playing in Miramar. That's one of the crucial things to have, important factor to survive this desert map right here. And again, we can see no engagements just yet. A lot of them playing passively. I mean, maybe we'll see some actions happening, gentlemen, maybe at the fourth face of the circle in Miramar. I mean, these guys are definitely taking it slow. We are already at the fourth game, so there's no need for any rush gameplays, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the teams that already learned their lesson, especially on the second match that we have, and it's a good thing. Actually, the progression of these teams right now, though it's running slow, I cannot blame them. They really need to think a little bit further, a little bit harder onto how they approach each map. And this time they are a little bit cautious because they don't want to be taken down early. They don't want to go down that easily. Thus, they are like perfect opportunity to move or probably get away, but Snipe YT will not let you, because there goes a hit once again, but will not be able to take down a one. But on the other side, if I'm not mistaken, that was a DG who was able to take down one other team, and I think from what I've seen in the kill feed, that was DRS. So hopefully we will see how that ends, and also we will see if they will be able to pick up. Killer YD is in there, will be taken down, and Yatni right now is in here, might be or will be going in, cooking that grenade into the window. Will it go inside?
Oh, wow!
What a hit! And I would say this Kobe for Yatni right there.
Yes, Yanni with that accurate nade down to Dead Eyes. They already lost one member of their team, but that's no problem for Yanni. But he needs to be careful because there's actually one player from Dead Eyes on top of that hill. He can actually take him out if he's too reckless inside this situation. All right, we got Delta from DRS. Again, trying to spot some of the players from STE Stalwarts. Yanti giving some damage as well. I mean, Yanti is doing a very good, performance so far, trying to keep their enemies at bay at the moment. Meanwhile, Turo Love Sir from Dead Eyes is still bleeding out here inside this small house. I mean, there is no time, to go for that quick revive as his teammates is still busy dealing with Gian Marang and Bonafide Esports, I guess, in this situation.
Yep, Janmarang right now, Bonifide is going in for the shots, but on the side, Action will be shot as well. And I think that came from DRS. And Delta might be the one damaging this hit. A good position for the side of DRS right now. Two near, one from afar. Pika on the other side also might be going in for the flank, but with the cover that is being done from behind, they might be able to go in for that long distance shot as well. Top right now is in here cooking this grenade, might be pushing it in from the inside. Will it take them down? Will it miss? And top right now, I think that has missed. Action right here on the other hand will be shot, will not be taken down just yet, and the battle continues from the other side. Yati, they're getting back against Pika, and Top was able to take down Yati as well as one more member from DRS. And there you have it. Top right now is in here. Two remaining more members up and alive in this fight, and the last member of DRS will be fleeing and going away, saying bye-bye to Stalwarts Esports.
Yes, Delta, that was a quick escape right there. I mean, Stalwart Esports managed to acquire a total of 3 team kills in this engagement on Skate. They still have 4 of their members still intact, so that's a good performance coming from Stalwarts. Unfortunately for Bonafide Esports, that ends the story for our game number 4 as they are sent back to the lobby.
Well, that is, there you have it. It is what it is for the teams who have been taken down. I mean, we have high hopes for Bonafide Esports because of the placement that they have on the leaderboards. And there's still a chance for them really to go in for those fights, but they have been taken down. Yet another team might have been waiting for them just in case they were able to fight back clearly. But this time, speaking of fighting back, apart from fighting back an enemy, Farang right now is also fighting against the safe zone. So will survive and for how long? That is the question that we...
Yes. Siapa, amazingly, he has been, sitting and just watching his teammates do all the playing without him because he went out early into the game. Now we got Farang, Repo Boy firing hard on the players from Genexus. Genexus answering back, but Repo Boy right here doing, some covers, dodging all those bullets coming from Genexus, and now scattering all those smokes. I think he is about to get ready to cross the road to get another angle in this fight.
The thing is, Red Queen, it's a little bit risky for them to do this from outside the zone. Yes, you are getting damage, but not that much from the safe zone. But the moment that you got spotted, as well as you got shot, it's additional damage, especially with the safe zone right now. So Farang, I think they will be moving. They really need to move right now because later in a bit, the next safe zone will be showing up, and they will be.
Ooh, there you go.
That is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. If I'm not mistaken, that was 1 or 2 hits in there from the far side, and they have been taken down. And this is the risk of staying outside of the safe zone.
Yes, you should know when to engage and when to leave the fight. I mean, you don't want to overextend because that's exactly what's going to happen to you. The damage will be done by the blue zone, and as well, if there's a squad or a player that spray you down, of course that's double the damage that you're going to receive from your HP, and that's what happened. And now we're looking at SG. I think they are in a very close proximity with another team right here in El Azahar. That's 8-bit, but 8-bit in a very disadvantaged position because they already lost 2 of their members. So it's just Juicy and Ultron trying to battle it out with SG. Ultron just got passed by one member, I think, getting all the information, but Ultron from behind. I don't know who shot Ultron from the back, so it's just Juicy right here left to actually defend his team.
It was Mr. Bottle, bro. Mr. Barrow in there going for that hit. And when we thought SG was able to move out of the way already, 8-bit is still alive and will be able to survive. There goes Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Barrow going in for that quick hit. What a good show from Mr. Barrow right now, as well as the rest of the teams. And as they move in
Ooh.
closer into the next safe zone, also a good cover from them. But, well, when we talk about early engagement and vehicles being seen in there on a compound, it's usually a nest for grenades. So what the
Right.
enemy can
Yes.
do
Yes.
once they spot them is pretty much
Oh
shoot those
man.
vehicles load, as we can
Oh
see right now,
man.
and then hit them down just like that. Gunner showing that he's a gunner right now. Ange is scrambling as well as the rest of the teams as they need to be picked up. Here comes Mafia Ninja or Mafia Gunda right here going for the pickup, but no grenades just yet. The pickup has been done on Nima and they need to recover. They need to make some cover as well to be able to
Right. Right.
survive.
Right.
But how long? That is the question.
I mean, Snipe, Whitey, they were able to take him down, so there is no more player up there that can do a spray down against SG, but they need to be careful because I think Snipe Whitey is already being healed by his teammates, so SG needs to get out of this situation as soon as possible because we still got A1 on top of that mountain right there that can actually do a massive spray down against them as well. Hitman right now very much aware that there is, a couple of players just down below, and here comes the nade, change his mind, and now doing a spray down using that UMP was able to tag one of them, and here comes another attack coming from SG. Hitman trying to jiggle out his way out of this situation, but that was a good spot coming from SG. Now where is the backup? Where is the backup, gentlemen?
Yes, Sinister is in there. Will be taking down Sketch right now. If I'm mistaken, Sketch the only one remaining in here, going in for the pickup against Sinister. And will need to be quick because two of the members are going for the rush. One on the left, one on the right. One will be tagged. And Sketch right now will be able to go for the pickup. A great move right now from A1 as Sketch brings up one member. And there you go. One has been taken up. It is a Nightwing. Hitman will be next and hopefully will not be naded. Skylights Gaming in there on the other side will be eliminated. And we have a DE taking out GRBRS, which has been eliminated as well. And here comes that. Go be burned
Goodness.
alive. And there you have it. The battle continues, but a lot more engagement is happening.
I thought it's gonna be passive, gentlemen, but no, we are just at the fourth phase of the circle right here in Miramar, and we already, lost a lot of teams. We are down to just 4 teams remaining and 13 players alive. Imagine that one. I mean, teams are really not backing up, not slowing things down. We got the GE right now cooking this nade. Trust me, about to throw it. Let's see if we can actually do an accurate shot on this one. Nope, unfortunate one. It did not connect. But 2 of the members right here from G has been sent back to the lobby as well. So it's just Vape and Trust Me left to defend their team.
All right, let's see if Mr. Vape and Trust Me will be able to trust their senses as well. They vape away all of those gameplays against the enemy team. We'll have to see as it is a 2v4 situation. Genexus right now is on top and hopefully Trust Me is not sighted just yet. So the trust is not yet broken, but that 5 guys will be taken down in there. We are now left with 4 stalwarts in there, still with a 4 squad or 4 full squad, as well as the Nexus. But A1 Esports has lost Sinister, and Genesis Esports has lost Naughty Boy and Smile. How much potential has Naughty Boy has in this game? He has been taken down earlier, but I think the rest of the teams will be able to cover. And Nightwing in there for the kill against Cry.
Wow.
Stalwart has one of their members knocked down.
All right, is it going to be a Stalwart again for our game number 4? That is the big question. But Stalwart losing one member of their team, and that is Scree. So we're left with Action Top and Pika for Stalwart's Esports. So it's going to be an interesting fight for SE. But numbers, okay, we got Genexus still 4 men strong, and then 2 members from A1 as well as Genesis. So this is going to be an interesting fight. We're we're looking at Genexus right here with a total of 6 team kills. They have the advantage so far when we talk about numbers. So let's see what they're gonna do for our game number 4.
Pika right now, I thought Pika has been taken down already, but he just prone in there after taking some damage. I think Pika will need to go in. Top right now is in there, will be hit, not backing off, firing back, and will be covered. Oh, with only 1 HP right now, and a good hiding spot for the side of top. And there goes the pickup right now in action, ready to spring themselves in action, regrouping with the rest of the teams. But where will they go? Anyone knows, or nobody knows, as we look into Genesis Esports, who will be in here from above, and we'll have to find out. Action slowly moving in, spotting one of the teammates, and then will not be able to spot one from above. Master Babe taking down top, and there goes the situation. Action has lost that momentum, and Master Babe has already taken the third one for Master Babe. Oh my goodness!
That was some ninja skills right there coming from the Master Vape. I'm pretty sure because I was looking at Stalwart Esports as they head towards, up top. I'm pretty sure they weren't even aware that there is a player just right behind them. So the moment that Vape, took down one of the players coming from a Stalwarts, that it's like a domino effect, a ripple effect actually. So that's the start of their downfall. Now we are looking at the 3 teams remaining. We got Genexus or Genesis. Oh, this is the final 2 teams, guys.
Yeah, this is Genexus, and Genesis right now, trust me, has been taken down already. Here comes Master Vape. Will he be able to add it? There goes the spray, and the Master Vape was able to add it down. Oh! Who?
What?
Who was that? Was that a clutch?
Wait, we just have to wait. We just have to wait.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see later on, guys. Who was it?
Pretty
Probably Production, if you can give us any idea
who won the fight.
We were seeing Master Vape in there going for the spray. He has good cover, but the takedown after takedown from the other side, we're not sure if he was flanked from one side. So it's
it's a big question mark.
It's a big question mark. But if in case that was Master Vape, I would say, Master Senpai, teach me.
Yeah, I think, or I feel like Master Vape was able to take down those 2 players that just went straight for him single-handedly. But of course, we need to consider the fact that there is still one more player right down below that's providing a long-range fight. So we still got no idea, ladies and gents, just who won the fight. Was it Genexus or was it Genesis? But of course, we're gonna wait on that one because we'll be flashing on your screens just who won our game number 4. But right now, Gentleman and Red Queen Gaming are asking, also one of you guys asking this question: who won game number 4?
Yeah, I mean, like, just because it is shown in there that it's very difficult to identify, especially on that final moment wherein like Master Vape has good cover on, well, I would say from the left side, and we didn't see that clearly as well who was flanking in there, because it's possible because of the numbers advantage that the opposing team have against Master Vape, then they might be able to go in for that hit. And there you have it. GPX Esports was the one who got match number 4, and this is the first time we are going to have one team takes 2. Winner, chicken dinner.
There you go. I knew it. Game number 4 will set out, just which among these teams will get the second winner chicken dinner. But yeah, that was amazing. I'm still pretty speechless up to this moment, but we are already looking at the highlights happening right now, and this is where Team SG found themselves, in a bit of a pickle from that situation, because we got A1 right here, Hitman trying to defend himself, and the backup was just a little too late, to arrive. Therefore, I think it resulted to a wipe down, or was it Sketch who actually took that win, gentlemen?
Yeah, Sketch. This is where Sketch went in for that clutch. So he will go in. He was pushed by 2, goes in for the takedown on the
Oh,
left,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
goes in for the right as well. And that was the pickup being done. And that is yet another game. If I'm mistaken, Sketch is a part of A1 Esports, and
Yeah,
it was
yes.
a good game in there. I mean, like looking at A1's esports, like the smarts that they can do in this game, as well as the mechanical skills that they can put into. So
Right.
imagine Hitman earlier showing us off with that final moment engagement, and then
Mm-hmm.
Sketch is in there going in for the clutch. So I mean, there's no question. A lot of these teams right now are
Mm-hmm.
really going in for the battle and really popping off. But that was a fourth game. That was a fourth match,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully it's not too late for everyone who wants to go and take more scores into into this day, because this is just the first day. We have 2 more days in to the Invitational or Ruthless Invitational Arena, but hopefully you're not letting go of day number 1 just yet, because there's a lot
Yeah.
more that we can do right here if you can take the points as well as get those placement and kills as well.
Yes, and if you need to be updated with all the actions that's happening right here for the Ruthless Invitational 2022, well, all you need to do is just follow their Facebook gaming pages. They are most active in IG or Instagram, so you better make sure that you guys have followed their pages to get all the updates that you need for our event. And also, please don't forget to visit our gaming pages as well. You can already see we got Neptune, the Gentleman Garcia, and of course, Red Queen Gaming. And we'll be posting some of, our own analysis or like insight for this tournament. So you guys better check our pages as well. All right. So looking at our match for Miramar winner, again, we got Genexus claiming the top spot. So we got Long Skirt right here with the 2 elimination points. Luyu with an outstanding 6 points. Bubu with 1, and for Sorsaken. So okay, let's say Sorsaken. Okay, with 1 elimination points with a total of 25 points for our match number 4.
Yeah, I mean, Lu Yu in there with 6 elimination. That's a lot of kills coming from one
Mhm.
guy, but we'll have to see how will that show up later on, because I'm pretty sure his name will be popping up in there. And there you have it. We still have Lu Yu in there, the highest frags, the high elimination total
Right.
that has been taken on that match number 4, but we still cannot set aside top in there with 5 eliminations. Sketch, of course, Sketch in there with 4 elimination after that good and a wonderful clutch. You have Shine there with 3 elimination, and Long Skrrr with 2 elimination. I don't know if that I really love to roll my tongue with
Tongue.
Long Skrrr. Let's go.
I don't know why you guys are making it hard for your casters. I mean, I do appreciate your names. I mean, it sounds all frightening, but it's just like really like a mouthful. Sometimes it's hard to read your names, but still, I mean, it's your name, so we're gonna leave it at that. Anyway, we got Genexus again with a total of 25 points, followed by GE. With 15 points in total. A1 Esports claiming the 3rd spot for our match number 4 with a total of 14 points. Stalwarts Esports still included in our top 5 with 14 points as well, doing more good on placement points for STE. And then for our top 5, we got Gian Marang, one of the teams that always included it in our top 5 as well. So they've managed to acquire a total of 12 points for our match number 4.
Yep, and for match number 4, we have here the match graph, and we are going to compare. You can compare the number of placement against the kill points, and I would say I really love seeing that from this team of GPX. I mean, the balance. They are not going low on those kill points. I mean, on the elimination points, yes, they are taking the win, 15, but also they are backing it up with that elimination point. So it's no surprise if they can overtake the teams already coming in from 4th place, if I'm not mistaken. That's what they came from the previous leaderboard, overtake all of them, and then just jump into number 1. But still, a lot is expected, a lot is asked for the teams in here going in from those lower half of the leaderboard. But going back, we have, oh my goodness, top right now really wants to go into the top. Earlier, he was just aiming for a 10 elimination point, but this time he got 12.
Amazing. Yeah, this is really one of the best fraggers that we have inside this game. So is Naughty Boy and Hands for You. Hands for You, I didn't see much of him for our game number 4, but still, 9 elimination points for this event still counts as a good one. Long Skrr again with the 8 eliminations, and Luyu with 8 points as well.
And we have Naughty Boy right now with 8 points. So I mean that is a good points right now, good stats for the teams. But as we go back, overall standings as we have right here, and this is a surprise.
Yes.
We have STE right now on top with 47 points, and following them is GNX. GNX with 44 points. Now, let's see how much more can they put in this fight. GE as well with 43 points right now. Not too far behind. And also close behind is A1 Esports as well as Janmara, both with 40 points.
Yes, SG now with 39, Aura with 35. Now, Aura was the one at the top, from a while ago, and now they've been pushed down to spot number 7. So they need to pick up the pace for this one if they still want to maintain their position so far. GPX landing in at 8 with 31 points, guys. So if you still want to be updated with all the scores or with the overall ranking for this event, all you need to do is, again, go to their Facebook pages. But guys, we are done with our game 4, and now we are going to head back again to Erangel for our final battle.
Yep, as a recap, we have Star Wars Esports for the first winner chicken dinner. We have Skylights Gaming for the second one. Rangel will be taken by GPX, and GNX was able to take the fourth one. So for the last match that we have, we're going to lose Group A. So Group A will just be sitting pretty. They will be chilling like a villain right now. They will be resting and watching all the other groups to play, and they will be ready for tomorrow, because that is what we're asking. For those of our team who are resting, you think, you look, you study the gameplay of other teams as well, study the gameplay of your team so that you will be able to go for the battle. And I think that is why other of the teams are moving up onto the leaderboard slowly but surely because of the progression that they have done. But that's a mouthful already, Red Queen. That's a mouthful already. And, well, there's a lot that we can talk about later on, but we have to go for a quick break. So, me, Neptune, and Gemma Garcia, together with Red Queen Gaming, will be right back after the break. See you.
guys, and welcome back once again to the Ruthless Invitational Arena with Red Queen Gaming and, of course, the one and only Mr. Neptune, the Gentleman Gaming. Now, you've just witnessed, game 1 to game 4 of this tournament, and these guys did not disappoint. They've put up a very good show for everyone, banging on their chest, making a statement that they are the best of the best of the best right here for the Ruthless Invitational Arena. Now, we're supposed to jump into game number 5 as it is the final battle supposedly for this event. But unfortunately, though, the management has spoken. We will be suspending the game 5, but don't you worry, guys, because we're going to continue on tomorrow, right, gentlemen?
Yep. Yeah, we will be continuing on the battle for tomorrow, and unfortunate that we won't be able to see the match number 5. Won't be happening right now, but hopefully for those of you watching right now, you've enjoyed so far the 4 matches that we've seen. You've enjoyed so far the shoutcasting that we've done, and let's give some love for us shoutcasters, especially for Red Queen Gaming, who have been doing an awesome job right here, and a lot more awesomeness will be brought to you as we come back tomorrow, because it is not yet over. Yes, match number 5 might have been suspended, but the battle, the invitational arena of Ruthless is not yet over, and we are going to see a lot more of Ruthless gameplay coming in from this team as we continue. Is that right?
Yes. And of course, to stay updated, you guys need to follow all of the social media accounts. You got Neptune the Gentleman Gaming, we got Red Queen Gaming, and of course the Ruthless Esports gaming page. There they will be posting all of the scores that you guys need coming from each teams who is leading the pack right now. Well, of course, very easy for you. Again, follow the social media accounts.
Yep, and a lot more support for the social media, as well as the production team, as well as the organizers of this tournament, to be able to have more in the future. And how exciting isn't that? Like, if this pops up with the viewership that we have right now, with the love that you are giving out right there, a lot more will be coming to you, but a lot more will be happening by tomorrow up until the next day, because this is 3 days of battle and we are just in day number 1.
Yes, guys, so please continue on inviting your friends, and again, support your favorite teams right here for the Ruthless Invitational. I mean, we haven't given our top 5 predictions, gentlemen. So for tomorrow, again, we promise you guys, since we already have the stats, we've seen how teams perform. We've seen which among these teams are pretty aggressive when it comes to their gameplay, destroying teams after teams, not afraid to engage. So before we start our day 2 tomorrow, we're gonna give you guys our top 5 prediction.
Yeah, and well, there you have it. There you have it, guys. That was an awesome day, actually, Red Queen. An awesome day for today, but unfortunate the match number 5 was suspended. It's, oh my God, I mean, my heart is broken right now. I'd like to see more of this team stay that winner chicken dinner, but there you have it. I mean, it is what it is, I would say.
Yes.
It is what it is, and it's not the end. It's still tomorrow that we have to do, and we just need to find out if there are any things that we are going to give you. But so far, that's everything that we have for you for today. 4 matches wherein we've seen great winner chicken dinners from the teams, from 4 teams, I would say. There are, I need to correct